Hi guys, it's Dave in real life and welcome to this Monday Night Football. And we are at Crystal Palace tonight against Brighton. I had to think of who they were up against them. But welcome to everybody who is in the chat so far. Are you ready for some football action? Sure, it is. Also, we crown our predictions game champion in this stream, so going forward they will be named on the screen. In event of a tie, the two people that are tied at the end will have to give me predictions right now at the end of this stream for tomorrow's stream for the Liverpool Porto game. So shout outs to Gregor John, Dylan McClaw and Connor, who are all in the chat already. The game is not until 8 o'clock, so we have got just over half an hour to wait. So the lineups are on the screen. Don't know how good you can see them. I can try and enlarge them. I will read through them in a minute, but these are confirmed. I've got them on my phone, so we'll do that as and when more people show up. So at work today, how was it going to film Halloween? Was going to film Halloween Allos. Allos? What's that, Connor? Dave, did you win your predictions? We are crowning the first monthly prediction champion in this stream tonight, hopefully. Connor will be right back in a minute. Gregor is going for 2-1 to to Brighton. Brighton are a hot team right now, but Palace being at home interests me a lot. They are really good at home. I'm sure if this had been at Brighton, I'd have just gone 100%, but I've gone for a 2-2 draw. Still don't. I feel like my light is a little bit too bright. Dim that down a bit. There we go. Yeah, I'm a little bit too no. So yeah. Alright, obviously I'm going to ask what were your thoughts of last night's Extreme Rules. What did you think of the rope break situation? What I hated about it is that there was no tease of a possibility of that happening. It just seemed a little bit sudden, and the fact that Finn hulked up, got this extra power from somewhere and didn't win, just were a bit strange. It just didn't really. So now when he does it again, you just kind of think, well, he didn't win last time, so would I want him to win again? Why would it work the second time? So William Ency Ballyou to you. Yes, we are live. iFlyer, shout out to you, my friend. Glad to see you all. Heather is here. She's still fuming from last night. I think a lot of people are. I don't think there's anybody on Twitter what thought that ending was particularly good. But she said, I renewed my Peacock membership, got suckered into watching last night, and then they stuck Finn with yes, Hell in a Cell 2.0. It did feel like that. I just don't get why they allowed the character to hulk up just for him not to win. I think having his music playing as well seemed to just give too much of a swerve. I don't know. I don't even know why they did that. Because, I don't know. Because now, if he ever hulks up like that again, we're just not going to be invested. So yeah, I think they screwed him over massively, to be honest. But there we go, that's what we've got. One massive positive I did take from last night's show was I thought the Alexa Bliss Charlotte Flair match was pretty decent. I enjoyed that. I thought I wouldn't. Don't know if they're going to stink it up tonight with a rebirth of Lily. We'll have to wait and see. I've got high hopes, and then again I have no hope. Where was Brock? I don't know. I don't know, but I was very disappointed that he didn't show up. At the end, it was terrible, says Gregor. iFlyer says they was if they were taking it with Extreme Rules, wrestling fans giving it 1, 2, 4, 5, 7, 7. If reason why the quality of the worst part of wrestling, the way they're taken to this Finn back from the dead was childish. Yes, it was very Fiend. It was very Alexa style booking for me. It did seem a little bit like, why are they doing this? Why is the red light all of a sudden here? Why is Finn's music playing and he hasn't won? Why is he suddenly like having a rebirth or being pumped up? I didn't get it. I'm not into that. Anybody what's like, I like wrestling, and fair enough. If you're hulking up like Hulk Hogan used to do, that's fine. But this was a little bit like you've just flatlined it. As soon as you've had him do it, you flatlined it by the ropes breaking. I wish they'd have made it out as if that wasn't planned or staged and it was an accident. I'd have preferred them having staff come out, you know, looking, attending to Finn and then sorting the thing out like, oh, it wasn't meant to happen. But then obviously it was meant to happen. Like I tweeted, Days Finn told Tom Campbell the WWE needed him. If he doesn't need WWE. He'll go back to New Japan. Yeah, he's absolutely huge in New Japan, wasn't he, as Prince Devitt? Think AEW's a little bit too flipping stacked, but I'm sure he'd fit in that show as well. New Japan, though, I think he's suited for that. Move me over a little bit. Didn't watch any WWE program for almost 2 months. Got suckered back in. Never again. Fair enough, ever. Absolutely fair enough. Had footy training earlier. I play as an attacking midfielder. Wow, cool. That's super cool. What team do you play for at school level, or what club level do you play? Everything I love about WWE: Finn, Dolph, Randy, Orton, Sheamus, Asuka, everything they've ruined. I thought Asuka had a really good run. I don't think they ruined Asuka at all. I thought she had an amazing year, 2020. She was a base of that female division for so long. I don't think she was trash bagged at all. I do think that she needs that WrestleMania victory, but sadly she hasn't had that yet. So yeah, I do think that needs to change when she comes back. I'd rather blow over when fans realised the film match wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad. The finish was bad. The match itself was really good. It were a typical Extreme Rules match. It actually looked better probably than what it should have done if all the other matches had had stipulations. So I think that they saved the best to last, but it's just no explanation for the rope breaking. Maybe they could have had the Usos mess around with the rope or Heyman mess around with the rope, you know, so that you had something. What's Heyman doing there? And then we get that big, that's what he was doing. But there was none of that. It was just like, well, that were unexpected. So I don't get it. They could have done a bit of foreshadowing and had Heyman mess around with the top turnbuckle or something, just to give us that little bit of something. Dave, do you think many people won't be happy with Brock beats? Yeah, that's going to happen. I've watched the internet fall down because all this hard work that WWE are doing right now with Roman, forget it, because they're going to trash it all right now with Saudi Arabia. I'm calling it now because Brock is huge. Sticking a title straight on Brock is what WWE does. So that's what I think to that. Do you think about the Royal Rumble? It been on a Saturday? That's cool. I don't mind pay-per-views on a Saturday. I thought SummerSlam did really well with that being on a Saturday. Hopefully I'm not working so I can enjoy it. But yeah, I'm cool with it being on a Saturday. I haven't got that annoying thing called work the next day. But kind of knowing WWE, they'll plan a takeover for the Sunday. So watch out for that. Asuka 2020 was good, 21 was so-so. But yeah, she She has to have a Mania win. Yeah, I think that's the next thing for her, is just to get that win under her belt. She's run the Rumble. She's won Money in the Bank. She's had her moments. Just think that she just needs to get that one little thing over the line and she's good to go. Under 15 teams, Dave, I'm improving loads right now. Cool, nice one. Brock is going to beat Roman in Saudi Arabia. I am going to laugh all the way to bank. Just you watch. Yeah, of course. He's going to win. Days is adamant that he's not. He's the golden boy. You don't spend the money that they've just spent on Brock for 8 matches to not put the title on him. It'll be a part of his stipulation. So yeah, I can tell you now that Brock is probably going to walk out of Saudi Arabia the champ. So, Dave, do you think Brock is going to win? Yes, I do think Brock is going to win. It's literally what I'm talking about right now. As a British viewer, I prefer pay-per-views on a Saturday. Yeah, because we've got the Sunday. If you don't get to watch it live on the Saturday, at least you've got the all-day Sunday to catch up. And you ain't got to worry about work. Well, I do because I work on weekends, but as to those who have got school or work, I don't know if this camera's right. Just seems a little bit off. And there's the door, the forbidden door. We should call it the forbidden door. Thank you. We're missing 2 components. Where is my good friends James Chadwick and Austin 316? We need Dave in Fake Live. Oh, you don't need that guy again. Oh, he's kind of retired. The mask is here in this room. I'm not getting it, but yeah, I've retired that character. We're a bit of fun a year ago. We've got Wrestling Dave now. Thank you so much for going and watching that video. I don't know if I'll be making long videos on that one. So obviously premiering them I can't because there's just no point. They're just not long enough. There's going to be fun little videos what pop up every now and again. That's how I'm going to see it. Probably one a week. We'll see how it goes. I hope Roman wins, Dave. I just think Saudi Arabia and the Sheikh's money talks. They will not want Roman to walk out of there. They're massive bloody Brock Lesnar fans, and what they want, they get. By the way, Wrestling Dave is hilarious. Keep up that. Yeah, it's just a bit of fun. It's just a parody video series that I wanted to do. Might make Wrestling Dave a little bit more full time. Might get him to do wrestling reviews and stuff like that, but with a twist. Just thought it'd be a fun little character just to throw out there, and obviously it looks like I'm proper having a go at like Wrestling Days, but it is actually aimed at every YouTuber going, even myself. Dave in Fake Life is now 24/7 title scramble on Raw every week. Yes, I am the unofficial champion of the 24/7. Reggie is just a cover. It's really me. It's really Dave in Fake Life what's taken over. Anyway, team news about today's football, because we're going to talk about that, because obviously a lot of you play the prediction game and it is tight as hell. Dylan is on 24 points right now. He's in the lead by 1, and that's over Connor, who was on 23. It was James with 23, but sadly that deducts a point because it found out today that the Bianca Belair Becky match was ruled a no contest as Sasha attacked both ladies. AEW Dynamite was better than Extreme Rules. Oh god. Yeah, you could say that. To be quite honest with you, you could say that. I thought there was. I thought it was a good little bit pay-per-view. To be honest, it said B pay-per-view. It's not a big one. If that had been something like a SummerSlam or a Royal Rumble or something like that, then I would have been more gutted. But with it being Extreme Rules, WWE need to prioritise pay-per-views again and get rid of the trashy little ones, because that show last night was certainly not needed. Yes, nailed it. Because Heather's a massive AEW fan. She's AEW, AEW. Ever the AEW mark. Oh yeah, everything that AEW does is like better than anything ever. I don't mind AEW, I don't mind them at all. I think what they're doing is fantastic. I just, like I've always said, and I'll reiterate this, just wish they'd sort out that female division and give them time what they need on TV. Never mind this, oh, they're on Dark, they're on Evolution. They need to be on Dynamite or Rampage. More than one match a week, please, AEW. Dave expecting Big E to retain? Yes, I think so. I can't see him pulling another title thing. What is the game on? What's the real Monday Night Football? What's the NFL Monday Night Football tonight? Because obviously they're competing against that again. That's what the big battle is. It's not AEW, but WWE couldn't give a flying shite about AEW if I'm all honest. They care about the ratings against the NFL. That's the battle. That is the main story. Yeah, it should be. They should cut out for some pay-per-views, build up storylines and matches, and top pay-per-view. I loved it back in the day when it was just for Royal Rumble, WrestleMania, SummerSlam, and Survivor Series. It was just simple for a year. Could build up a feud. And it made sense to build up a feud back then. You had legitimate champions. Whether you like Hulk Hogan or not, he was a legitimate champion at that time. Same with Ultimate Warrior. So do that. They'll be here soon. A clinic match make up their shitty SummerSlam match, reigned by Sasha coming back and the crowd, and it's disinterest main event crowd. Yes, the crowd literally were just singing all the way through the pay-per-view. We want tables. That's the report what I've heard today, that they were singing we want tables. Hey Dave, at least AEW booking makes sense for the most part. Heck, Impact's booking and New Japan's booking makes more sense. They're not technically sports entertainment, any of them. Apart from Impact, they definitely are sports entertainment. The way that they've run their company, especially with that Wrestle House rubbish that they did. I mean, yeah, I thought that was crap. To be honest, I lost interest with that. I couldn't watch it. I just thought that was garbage. And when they just teleported back into the ring, what? What the hell was that? That was just trash. So sorry if I'm for thinking that, but that really did put me off. Dave, did you read the Brock Lesnar idea form before? I might have missed that. That's all. Did you read my Brock Lesnar idea? When was that? Just earlier. Clinic match. No, put it back in if you want to put it back in. If you put it in this comment section today, or it was from yesterday, then put it back in. Rewrite it and then read it again. They used to have 4 a year, yeah, the big 4. Impact nowadays is dull with a few talented wrestlers. I've just not invested with Impact. I've said it 1,000 times. Get me a wrestler to be invested in, and then I'll start watching. There's nobody there for me right now. I couldn't care less. There's just Jay White showing up now and again. That's not enough to grab my interest. Christian Cage, I've seen him before. I'm not bothered about Alexander. They're good wrestlers, and I'm not taking anything away from them, but they're just not for me. Dave, it's the Eagles versus Cowboys. How would you rate that match? Is that a massive game? Because I wouldn't know. Would that be classed as a massive game to you Americans? Scroll up, Dave. It might bring Brock joining Bloodline. It might have him Brock joining the Bloodline in Saudi Arabia. Artie Short and Brock added to the Bloodline. Right, okay. So you just get like the finger poke of doom. Brock just gets into the ring, falls down. Roman just gets the win. Then they're just joined. I think that would have been more of an into that if Brock could have been there last night and helped Roman. Inadvertently helped Roman. The fact that they're having a match at Saudi Arabia puts me off that idea, to be honest. Because why? Well, what's the point? You do wrestle for a bit and then they just decide to, oh, well, we're not doing this anymore. That'd suck for Saudi Arabia, to be honest. They wouldn't be invested into that match because that'd just suck for them. That's a storyline that you get away with on Raw, not on a pay-per-view style match where billions has been thrown at it. So I won't throw it out, I won't throw it away, but I wouldn't bank on that. Thanks for the heads. I can't scroll. I can only scroll on my phone. On here, I can't. I am literally stuck. I can't control that chat. I can on my phone, but not on screen. What you're seeing, I can't scroll it. So it's just doing what it's doing. So I'd have to go on my phone. Team news. Let's do some team news. So you can see the teams up on the board. And we read them out full. There's still 8 studio at the minute. Crystal Palace have got Guetta, Ward. Why do they always have players but I cannot pronounce the name of? Gooey, Anderson, Mitchell, Mitrovic, MacArthur, Gallagher, AU, Edward, and Saha. Then we've got the lineup for Brighton, which is Sanchez, Kudjatella, Dunk, Mapai, Trossard, Gross, Lallana, Welbeck, Duffy, Byrne, and Veltman. So there's your team lineups. They're all here up the bottom of the screen. For those that are interested, I am working on a little fun video. Don't know if any of you have checked out the my back catalogue, but I did a draft prediction video last year. I'm doing a new one for this year, and it will drop on the channel on Wednesday. So look forward to that. I have literally got the names in these cups. So I'm going to be doing that on camera, putting them in that, shaking it up and drawing out some names. So it's like a draft prediction, but my predictions basically. It's a bit of fun. I'm not going into the all, oh well, I think that person's going to go that way and that person, I don't care. I don't know if it makes any sense. It's not that massive, Dave, but the Cowboys are popular. Yeah, Cowboys are popular. Fair enough. I'm just wondering what the viewing figures would be. If it was actually a big game, then WWE would be shitting themselves. Brock, Roman, Reigns have a typical Lesnar Reigns classic, but in the weeks afterwards, Heyman makes an announcement with 2, and Brock orders to be the leader. Yeah, maybe down the line. I mean, the bloodline is the bloodline. It's supposed to be about the Iowari family. Where does Brock fit into that? He's kind of not in that at all, is he? You know what I mean? Connor, I got Brighton 2-0. High Flyer's gone for Palace 1-0. I've got people's predictions here. So Dylan's gone for 2-3. That's a very adventurous prediction, I've got to admit. I went for 2-2. Connor's gone for 1-1. James went for 2-1. So Dylan, to reiterate, went for Brighton 2-1. 3-2, sorry. James went for Crystal Palace 2-1. Edward has gone for Brighton 2-1. Austin's gone for Crystal Palace 2-1. And Adil has gone for 3-1 to Brighton. NFL football, not that great, but the Tennessee Titans beat the Colts last night That was a shock. Well, to be quite honest with you, my NFL knowledge is a little weak as hell. I know the teams, I know the game. Do I know who plays for these teams? Absolutely not. Do I know who the bigger teams are? I could have a punt at that. Cowboys are very popular. San Francisco 49ers are very popular. Miami Dolphins are very popular. I used to kind of like the New York Jets when I was a kid. I don't know why. I have no reason for it. I can't give you an explanation why I like the New York Jets. I know they're crap. I know they're not great anymore, but back in the day there was. So I don't know. I don't know why I liked them, but for some reason I did. Tennessee Titans. We're just seeing matches on Sky. We are early on Sunday because we are doing Liverpool Man City. So we've got Liverpool Porto tomorrow. We're back on Sunday for Liverpool Man City. We are definitely doing that. That is a massive game. Good luck, Dylan. Dave, who would you like to see win the King of the Ring this year? I say King that Nakamura will be the tournament. I hope he will win it. I don't want Nakamura to win. I think he's already king. It makes no sense. What about Ricochet? I'm going to call it now. Ricochet wins. I think he needs a massive push. King Ricochet. He was Prince Puma. King Ricochet. I like that. And it'd be just nice to get him a flipping storyline on one of the rosters. So I'm picking Ricochet. The females. People say Liv Morgan. I'm not. I don't know. Does Liv Morgan win it? I'm going to actually stick my neck out and say that we have a new star up to the main roster, and I'm picking Dakota Kai wins it. Why not? Why not a newbie? Why not somebody what we're not predicting? So we are literally, I think we're moments away from kick-off. We're literally 5 minutes away from kick-off, so the first half is nearly upon us. So we've got some plastic flag waving going off at the Crystal Palace game. We're just looking at highlights of Edouard. Edouard has literally blown up the Premier League since coming to Palace. So really excited to see how he plays today. Khalid, shout out to you, my friend. I'm here, Dave, in real life. Yes, you are. You are here. That's cool, dude. Nice to see you. And we've got Nicola Kess. Let's hope Edouard scores an hat-trick. Shout out to you, Nicola Kess. Is it Nicole? Nicole Kess. I have him in my fantasy team. Shout out to you. Good to see you here. Yeah, I think could be a difference maker in this game. I like Brighton. Brighton has started off really well this season, but I can literally see Palace having a good shout in this game. They're at home. They've got Edward, who's on fire. Yeah, the anticipation for this game is pretty huge. I think we're going to have a little bit of a goal fest today. Why was Wrestling Dave got released from Web? Why was he released from Web? Because he's too goddamn talented. Because he's too good for Web. He's fun fact, Dave. Wrestling Dave is all elite, or just elite. I have him on fantasy team. Nicole Kess, shout out to you. Ricochet has a chance, and I think Liv will win. Liv will win the Queen of the Ring. Yeah, there's a good chance for her, but I kind of like to see somebody out of the blue win it. I don't know why. Ricochet has a chance. Yeah. Khalid, how are you doing today? I'm totally fine, bud. Had a bit of a rest this morning after staying up late watching Extreme Rules. As we all know, is the major talking point of today for us wrestling fans. But Yeah, yeah, I'm totally well. I'm happy to be streaming this today. And we're back tomorrow for Porto Liverpool, which I cannot wait. That is a game. I am looking forward to doing that watch along. I'm gonna be wearing my Liverpool shirt, so if you if you're gonna be triggered, sorry. It's English club, Premier League. I'm gonna be wearing my red shirt. We have the teams coming up on the thing. This is Patrick Vieira's Palace. Guetta is in goal. Ward, Anderson. Park Gay is called. Then Gallagher, Mitrovic, and MacArthur. Or Mvailovic. Let's get his name right, Dave. AU, Edouard, Saha. Look at that. That forward line's actually really tasty, to be honest. Really cool. Will you be watching Raw tonight? Yes. I will try to be watching Raw. If my eyes will let me. Yeah, big match tonight for anybody interested is Big E versus Bobby Lashley. So that will be good. I'm very interested in that. I'm also interested to see what happens with Alexa. We've got Voltman, Gross, Lallana ex-Liverpool player, Cucurella, Trossard, Mapai, and Welbeck. Welbeck is on fire at the moment. He's also scoring quite a few goals. Dave, will you start? When did you start watching wrestling? When did I start watching wrestling? God, I've been watching all my life. 80, 88, 89, I think. Roughly around about that. I didn't start watching WWE until 90. I particularly remember the debut of The Undertaker at Survivor Series that year. But I'd remembered seeing him before that in AEW was me, Mark Callis. So yeah, really goes way, way back. I've been a wrestling fan ever since Undertaker joined WWE. Let's put it that way. When can you do Newcastle versus Liverpool? If I'm not working, definitely. And I'll have a look at dates. I've got some holiday days what I can book in, so I will look at that. If it's on and I can do it, we'll do a watch along for that for sure. What team do you support? I'm a Liverpool fan, Khalid. Might gut wrench you now. I'm like, no Liverpool. Yeah, I'm a Liverpool fan. Leeds lad, but supports Liverpool. I'm from a little town called Castleford in West Yorkshire, so I'm allowed. I like United, Khalid, says Gregor. How about you? What, are you a Man United fan, Khalid? No racism in football, kick it out. And the game is kicked off, guys. We are underway. And my phone's just letting me know that as well. So we are into the first half of this very, very important game to our community. Obviously, Dylan and Connor have got a lot riding on this game. Who is going to be the prediction champion for this month? The inaugural monthly prediction champion as well. It's the first one. I started watching wrestling in 2009. I watched Mark Henry versus The Undertaker. That's pretty cool. That's awesome. Yeah, was that a WrestleMania match? Dave, Liverpool will win 5-0 tomorrow. It's basically the same Porto we have beaten in the Champions League in the past. I think if that had been at Anfield, I would have said yes. I think 2-0 maybe. Oh, it's good to get your prediction early. If this is a tie at the end of the game with you and Connor, then you sure you're going to stick with 5-0? We're a minute in, and this game is looking alright. It's looking cool. Palace are on the ball at the minute. Palace are wearing the traditional red and blue striped shirt. Brighton are in this like light turquoise blue colour shirt. Sad to say, I was really light blue, basically. No, no, it was a SmackDown match. Oh, okay, cool, nice one. I just remembered them fighting at WrestleMania as well. I'm not sure if that were the same year. Dave New is 15th of December. Oh, I'll have a look. I'm not going to do it now because I need to look at my shift rotors and stuff. This is a bit rude. uh, no, I started WrestleMania 6, Law Warrior versus Hogan. Yeah, I wasn't. I heard about that, I think, but really, wasn't really a wrestling fan at that particular time. I was, well, I say I wasn't a wrestling fan. I was watching Big Daddy and Giant A-Stacks at that time. I was watching British wrestling. Didn't really know too much about American wrestling until Sky TV came around. I think that were 88, 89. And then my dad went and bought BSB, which was the rival company for a short time against Sky TV, and they had NWA Power Hour on. So yes, I was introduced to more like the Steiner brothers, Ric Flair, Sting. Yeah, I was introduced to all of them before WWE. So like I said, I saw The Undertaker's me Mark Callis before I even knew what WWE was. So like watching that Survivor Series, like I know him. And oh, it's a dead man, it's dead. He's like Undertaker. I'm like, I know him. That's Mark Calloway, that is. Did you think Alexa Bliss will get revenge? Oh yes, definitely. I don't know. Oh, there's been a bit of an afters in this game. Players been thrown to the floor. Referees beckoned in more there. Going to get a bit of a ticking off. Yeah, just a little bit of afters. Front Palace, Brighton player to the floor. I think that's Mapai. Yeah, definitely she's going to get revenge tonight. I don't want to see dolls though. Let's get away from the flipping dolls for a minute. Let's just have some proper character development instead of just, oh, Lily made me do it. I hope Ricochet gets drafted to SmackDown, Dave. What are your thoughts? I hope he has a good tournament run. In fact, I'm wanting to win that King of the Ring tournament to really elevate him back into the big picture. Ox Baker. Maybe. I don't know. I'm not sure. Hey, fuckers. Hello, James. The Gaily Gav Chadwick. Nice to see you over here, bud. How you doing? Are you fine? Loved your t-shirt. It's the Mr. Cutter personality. How you doing? The draft is Friday. Yes, Khalid, it is. I'm going to do a draft, like, game video. I did it last year. I ain't including NXT this time. I am going to just do the SmackDown and Raw rosters, but that video will come out on Wednesday. I haven't filmed it yet. I'm going to film it tomorrow. So that's going to be a bit of fun. So look out for that. My draft prediction game video. Yeah, we're going to revisit it before Friday. And then obviously the Premier League prediction video will be Thursday. I am back at to do dishes. I've started watching when I was 10, so maybe 83. Jeez, I am that old. Yeah, but you've got a golden age to be a wrestling fan though, ever. I mean, that is the cream of the crop right there in 83. You couldn't pick a better time to be a wrestling fan, to be all fair. Wow, ever you've got us all beat. Let's go. Do you think Shayna Baszler will win the Raw Women's Championship? I wish she'd already had. She's certainly good enough to do it. She's badass. It's about time Vince allowed them to pull the trigger, and Crystal Palace nearly just pulled the trigger. It's a corner to Palace with 6 minutes in to this epic game. I am ancient. I am 48. I always feel old in this. Yeah, but level head. I'm not too far behind you there ever. So us two oldies look after each other. Yeah, but there's not too much difference between me and Ever in ages, to be fair. And Gregor, obviously, Gregor. Ball whipped in, well defended by Brighton. I missed what you said about Newcastle. I didn't really say, I haven't really looked. Sarah Drayton, shout out to you, says Brighton to win. Nice to see you, bud. How are you doing? Anybody what's new and does lurking, we do football on this channel quite regularly. So please consider subscribing. We do other stuff. We do video, film watch-alongs. We do wrestling-related stuff as well. You don't need to watch all of that stuff. But if some of it floats your boat, then certainly give it a watch. But yeah, we do football watch-alongs regularly on this channel. We are back tomorrow for Porto, Liverpool. I'm a massive Liverpool fan. So yeah, honestly, if you like this content, then please consider slapping a like on it and subscribe. There we go, hard sell over and done with, folks. Got to promote this channel somehow. I'm near Dave's age though. Kinship. You know what, I think Wrestling Days is not far off. I've written he's at least 2 years younger than me. I only got one prediction wrong at Extreme Rules. Actually, we had to do a recount on that, James, because actually they've announced it as a non-contest between Bianca Belair and Becky. Yeah, according to the website, it's a no contest. It would have gone down as Bianca Belair by DQ, but they've changed it. So I got a sticky wicket there. I had to change it on predictions, so you actually got 2 wrong. Did you like the show, James? James loves wrestling. Did James love the show? The question is, which part of the show did James love the most? 8 minutes gone, we're still 0-0. Brighton manager, it was a little bit animated. 15th of December is a Wednesday. I'll look into it, but that's bullshit. Well, look, I will check it in a minute, James, but apparently WWE have registered it as a no contest. I will double check though. You should watch Lord of the Ring. It is a good movie, adventure movie. What is that? Is that the Tolkien movies? Khalid, Lord of the Rings. Is that the one with the hobbits? If it is, then I've watched them. But if it's the free films like Fellowship of the Ring, Two Towers, and the Return of the King, then yeah, I've seen them. We will look into that, Connor. If it's for Wednesday, I might not be working. Extreme Rules was fire, Edward Brown. Yay. I've actually got the Lord of the Rings. We should do a Lord of the Rings epic watch along. Take 3 days out of my life to watch all 3 movies. Dave, breaking news. Alexa Bill's reportedly to take time off WWE. What, she's leaving WWE for a while? Why? Why? I had exactly Bianca DQ as well. I will double check it though. I'm sure somebody announced it. We'll check the results. Let's see what Wikipedia said. Oh, my phone's buzzing. No, it's not a goal. Well, we've got Crystal Palace on the attack. 10 minutes gone in this game. It's quite a good game. It's got a good pace to it, but not really much happening in way of scores. Khalid says Jessamine Duke has a YouTube channel. Yeah, she's a gamer. Actually, Shayna Baszler's a gamer as well. They're all gamers. Yeah, but Jessamine Duke, Jessamine Duke has had a gaming channel for a while. That's why she wasn't really bothered about being released by WWE. She's not bothered. She's happy being a gamer. No. 2021. Let's see what it says. We need goals. Yes, we do. It was a non-concert according to Ali. I'm just going to check Wikipedia and see what they say. because they will have it up to date. Where is the results? Yes, it is registered as a no contest by Wikipedia. So yeah, it's been that has become nil and void. So yeah, you were so close to getting a nice score there, James. But yeah, it is ended in a no contest. Official. So yeah, so like a recap on the predictions game, Dylan is on 24 points going into this game. Connor is on 23. James is on 22. I'm on 17. Edward, this is on 16. On 14 is Austin, and Adil is on 10 points. So all to play for in this game. Any one of the top three can win. I can't, unfortunately. I can't win from my position. Please do a watch along for Lord of the Rings. I would be down with that. Watch with everyone. Yeah, we'll do that. That might be something to look at in the future. I don't know. We might put a poll out because they are epic films. It's a 3-hour watch along just for the first movie. So we're going to have to put a lot of time in. Do I see wrestling? Yes, I do from time to time when he's not been super cringe. He's a little bit too much with the Liv Morgan stuff. I mean, right, I know it's epic news and I know a lot of people love him, but did you see the overreaction on the Bray tweet? He only tweeted out, guys. It was a tweet. The guy's allowed to tweet out now and again. And oh god, every bloody fireflies all flipping out. 1,000,000 videos. Oh, Bray's tweeted. I mean, man. What can I say? Shit film, says Judwick. It is a lot of hobbits walking around. And what's with the eagles at the end? It's like, couldn't they have flown them over to Mordor? What's up with that shit? I don't mind it. It is a classic, but they are long. So if we do that, it won't be all of them in one sitting. It'll have to be 3 separate streams, because they are 3 hours long each one. But if people want it, I will put it out on a vote. We'll see what people want. And I think that's the fair way to do it. But we are pile driving our way through the Nightmare on Elm Street series right now, so till they're done, I'm not really open to any suggestions. I will look at people's suggestions though, and then make a list for Twitter so you can all vote on it. I think that's fair. Part 5 is on Friday for the Nightmare on Elm Street. The Dream Child. So yeah, there's about 4 films left after Friday's stream, so we are really nailing it. 15 minutes gone in this game. It's still 0-0, so it's favouring both me and Connor right now, as we both predicted a draw. Everybody else has gone for victories apart from me and Connor. Yes, I don't know if there's many boobies in 5. It's a bit worrying. I don't think there's any boobies in part 5, to be honest. Yeah, I think there's a really lack of boobage, which is worrying. To say it's a movie about a dream child and the conceiving of a dream child. So, Crystal Palace on the attack. Oh no, not that one. Yes, it is the cringe one. Palace with shot. Cucurella done really well to defend that. His hair stopped it getting past into the defence. So 60% coming from the left, 27 from the right, 12 in the middle on the attacking areas. Dave, what was my score prediction for the game? I cannot remember. James, you went for 2-1 Palace. So you were backing Palace today. Connor went for a 1-1 draw, and Dylan has gone for 2-3 to Brighton. I am not watching that. It's still a good watch along. There's a nice sex scene right at the very beginning. So there you go. You might see a bit of boobage in that. It is a weird film. We'll have fun with that watch along for sure, because it is, it is what it is. I think the quality of I know people like Freddy versus Jason and New Nightmare's not too bad, but literally Freddy's Dead. Can't stand that film. But we will watch that, and the New Nightmare, the remake, the 2010 Michael Bay. That's the last one. So thank God we end with the last one. So we've got some cringy ones coming, unfortunately, but hey, Freddy Krueger, man. Get down with the Krugster. We are not getting down with any goals in this game. 18 minutes gone, and we are still to the nil. So I don't even know why I said that. So yeah, this game does need liveling up. Come on, Edward. Or it's Saha, whichever. Whoever. We'll go for whoever. Where's Austin? Where is Austin? Don't even know if he's in Dazer's chat. James, is he? Because you'll be over there as well, but I assume. It's so weird how many storylines just spiral out of control as the sequels progress. No Shirley, no Michael Bay. Don't subject us to that. I don't think he's got plans for a sequel. Thank God. I think a 2010 remake absolutely flopped at the box office, so I think he just dropped it. There is talks of another reboot, which sadly has been heavily affected by COVID and all of that, so I don't know how that's progressing right now. I just want, if you're going to do a reboot of Nightmare on Elm Street, scrap what's already been done. Start a fresh story. No, I've not seen him. He might be shopping then with his mum or doing something. It's weird that he's not around in there, to be honest. 19 minutes have gone. We've got not really much of a way of attacking football in this, to be all honest. It's nearly all in the midfield and the wings. Nothing really being created. Yeah, about the Freddy Krueger stuff, I just want it to go back to the grassroots, start from fresh, even start with the story of Freddy himself before we get into the silliness of him getting revenge. Start with his backstory. Let's start with something gritty that you're just like, yeah, I want to see part 2 of this film. I want to get into this franchise, and yeah, I'd be down for something like that. I saw Candyman. I still haven't seen that. I want to. Don't think it'll ever live up to the original, but I will give it a go. And yeah, the new Halloween movie, Halloween Kills. I saw the updated reboot with Jamie Lee Curtis. Thought that were alright. I wasn't overwhelmed by it. But Michael Myers is a very strange film franchise anyway. Have you seen Sticky Vicky movie? Yes, I recorded her full show when I was in Benidorm. No, we don't need a reboot. Just have it, leave it alone. I don't think Robert Englund could save another reboot. Putting Robert Englund back in as Freddy Krueger would suck. Did you see his performance in Goldbergs? Yeah, that sitcom show. He looked too old for it. It didn't look right. It looked weird. Don't know. I can't deal with a non-fit Freddy. It was like Puff after 5 minutes. No, like I say, if they're gonna do Nightmare on Elm Street again, just change it all. Change the character dynamics. Just do something fresh with it. Let's not have the carbon copy that we got with the 2010 remake. Just refresh it. Start from the beginning. Refresh it. Tell a different kind of story. Maybe that Freddy actually got framed rather than him being the victim, being the outright serial killer. I don't know. They could bring it back, but not in the same fashion. I don't think slasher horror movies work that well these days. Anyway, I think the people are too into this supernatural rubbish, which are not. It's just not scary. uh, have you you've seen Sticky Vicky movie? Have I seen a Sticky? I saw her live. That's enough for me. Robert England is a legend. He is, and he's got a legacy there. Don't get me wrong. Jackie Earle Haley did a fantastic job. I believed him as Freddy, but then if you watch Watchmen, the voice is the exact same. I like Kane Hodder. Yes, it was such a shame that we didn't get the Kane Hodder Robert England Jason versus Freddy movie. They went with another actor who'd played Jason before. Just thought they were just a massive missed opportunity. Having the two iconic stars, which, you know what, fun fact, there is actually a film with all these horror characters in. Anybody heard of The Wishmaster? It's got Kane Hodder. It's got Todd. Jason Todd, I think he's called. Or Tony Todd. That's it, Tony Todd, who plays Candyman. It's also got Robert England in it. So all your three major horror film stars are in the same goddamn movie. It's class. And it's a Wes Craven film at that. So Wishmaster, honestly, if you want to see all of them horror characters in the same film. Well, not the characters, the actors. But the original story is such a classic. Why ruin it? They have seen what happens when you deviate from a story, but you're not deviating from a story, you're just telling a new one. That's all. And to be honest, the original story of Nightmare on Elm Street was he was meant to be a child molester, not a murderer. They had to change it because I think there was an event, a court case at that time when in 1984, where I'm not sure exactly where it was, but there was a case of a child molester and that, so it was too touchy, so they changed it to child killer to save the bad press. But yeah, so when Nightmare on Elm Street, the reboot in 2010, they just went back to the original source material, which I just didn't think worked. It might have worked if it had been in the original, but because we got so used to the child murderer stuff, that yeah, we're just like, well, this is a bit out of bad taste. We want to like Freddy, not want to hate him. Have you seen people been tweeting Finn telling him to become all elite? That's fucking the fucking idiot. No, to be honest, I've not. I've literally what I've seen today on Twitter. In all fairness, is yeah, people not happy at the finish of the Extreme Rules. Well, no, it's not even that. A lot of people just complaining that there wasn't enough Extreme Rules at Extreme Rules. That's the main complaint of today. Obviously, I've seen all the stuff with the Bray tweet. That's dominated my Twitter. Everybody getting a little bit overexcited because Bray put out a tweet, which is fine. Okay, good for him. It means absolutely nothing. If he shows up on AEW, then fair enough, the world will end. Twitter will blow up in excitement, I suppose. I mean, yes, I want Bray back too, as much as the next man, but I'm not too bothered that he's tweeted something out. Not that bothered. Yeah, Wishmaster was a great film. Yeah, James, it's stupid. Yeah, Wishmaster. If you want to see Robert England, Kane Hodder, and Tony Todd in the same film, that is the movie to watch. They're not in the same scenes or anything, but they are in various bits throughout the film. It's quite good. People are only crying like bitches because their faves didn't win. It's WWE. It's WWE at the end of the day. It's like I cry when Bailey doesn't win. But people, James, what the main point is, people were crying because their favourite star couldn't get on the main card. I saw that a lot yesterday as well. Oh, why isn't Liv Morgan on the main card? Why is she down on the kickoff show? Oh, wow, wow, wow. It's like, fuck me, man. That match between Liv Morgan and Carmella, I said it in the stream yesterday. It didn't deserve to be on the pay-per-view. It was always a kickoff show match. I mean, yes, I would have Big E, who's the WWE champion, in a flipping 6-man tag match any day of the week over Liv Morgan and Carmella. We are 27 minutes into this game. We've got a free kick to Crystal Palace. I can't do it. I don't promote wrestling. I promote wrestling as a whole on my channel. I don't do singled out videos if I can help it. The Bray was just a big shocker when I put that news on about him being released. Jesus Christ, it was a big, massive talking point because it came out of absolutely nowhere. But I am not, because I know I love Bailey. I'm not doing a series of films about Bailey. I'm not going to waste my time doing that. Because it's just, fairy video about Bailey. Bailey tweeted today. No, fuck that. I'm not doing it. That's not what my channel's about. I'm about everything but. And if we're going to talk about wrestling, I'd rather talk about 10 wrestlers, all different, in a list video than just singling out just the one. Ballyou to William Ensey. Shout out to you, my friend. How you doing? Hope you are well. How many beavers have we been searching for today? Welcome to... well, come on, James. You've got to admit Finn would fare better as Prince Devitt right now. Yes, bringing back the old original character would have been fantastic. WWE booking is questionable, and it has been for years, unfortunately. I mean, I don't think Finn came out of that looking bad last night. But we have got a new number one contender for the Universal title once Brock is done with Roman Reigns. Round of applause to the ring ropes. Because that is officially what beat Balor in the end. The ring rope. For a round of applause. Number one contender. The ring rope. This game is boring, yes. It's not lively at all. It's standard affair. I'm not gripped by it. Just no, it's 30 minutes gone. I haven't seen any graphics for shots on goal yet. Don't feel like we've even had a shot on goal yet. Brighton a good team though. Palace are alright. This is a stereotypical mid-table clash. So for that, it's doing alright, I suppose. We're still in the first half. I am not doing any work, so that's how we know this game's going. How this game's going. I'm not writing on the screen right now, so and there's no chaos. There's no chaos like yesterday with the lag. Well, we're getting a ball ripped in. It's in the area now with Brighton. We're going to get a decent ball whipped in. Oh God, that ball was terrible. Terrible, terrible, terrible. We will take it. I will take a draw too, Connor. Connor, if you get a draw and it's not 1-1, you draw level with Dylan. We go to a sudden death. That means I want a prediction from both of you for tomorrow night's game, Porto, Liverpool. I'll admit one or two things was done, but fuck me, I hate is insane. A spot happened in the AEW. Everyone would be fucking loving it, and we all know it. Yeah, the divide between WWE and AEW is always going to be there. Too many people trying to compare the two promotions when they're completely fucking different. Unfortunate thing is now that AEW have got WWE stars there, and we're always going to get, oh, AEW are booking them better. Oh, Welbeck had an opportunity, good save by Guetta. Welbeck is looking for a penalty, he's appealing. Let's see the replay. This ball is whipped in by the Brighton goalkeeper Sanchez. Welbeck. Is there a penalty? I don't know. We're seeing it. No, there's no penalty there. I'm just looking at the replay. VAR will just ignore that. Like we were saying, AEW want to believe that everything that they do is fantastic, that they're booking everything better. Adam Cole wasn't badly booked in NXT, so that'd be bullshit straight away. Adam Cole was a couple of time champion, was a well respected member of Undisputed Era. How was he badly booked? So anybody that comes out with that would be, yeah, you bar me, you're talking bullshit. So, there you go on that one. Chadwick, I would loved it. I would be equally stupid to finish no matter where I was booked. AEW soon doing an hair versus hair match. What the fuck? That's pro wrestling. It's sports entertainment. Yes, is it Cassidy? Orange Cassidy in a hair versus hair match? As if that's not a bloody sports entertainment trope. Doing steel cage matches. Bloody exploding barbed wire death matches is pro wrestling. That's a gimmick. That means it's sports entertainment, guys. It's gimmick wrestling. It's, when AEW is good, it's good. But when they're trying to be sports entertainment, they are bad. Promote what you're good at. Promote what you said you were going to do. Wins count for everything. You had CM Punk winning against a bright talent, which is Darby Allin. Oh, I'm there to get over good people. The younger talent, and he's buried flipping Allen in his first match. Well, not buried, let's not go that far, but for me now, that has to be a rematch, and then Darby Allin wins. Let's see how long it takes for CM Punk to get his first loss in AEW. That's my biggest thing. How long will it take for him to get his first L? Orange Cassidy versus Jack Evans. I like Jack Evans has been around for years. He's no young spring chicken. He's been around in the independent scene for a long time now. I like his tag partner Angelico. Is it Angelico? He's great. When they walk down to the ring, I love that. I don't know why. It's like, and he's doing that move. I love that. That's one of my favourite things in AEW. Just their entrance down to the ring. It's fun. Hey, the death match barbed wire thing came from Japan. Let's not count. Yeah, but that was trash. Absolute garbage. I've seen better sprinklers at a fucking bonfire party. that was shit. That was a shit mess. Yeah, I'm not into that. Not even that. The original deathmatch wasn't even that great. It just can't stand it. It's like having the electric fence flipping cage match in TNA. Remember that trash? Where it just lights flickered and they made a noise. And then you had Devon Dudley pretending to be electrified. Wow, that was the trashiest match I have ever seen in my entire life. That was worse than the flipping Hellhound match in WWE. What's that coming from me? And I gave All Out the biggest score I gave this year. When wrestling, if they're doing wrestling, AEW is spot on. But when they're doing gimmick shit, they're just like WWE. That is my fair analogy of what AEW are. When they're doing matches, they do it at the highest quality. They give a wrestling match. When they do sports entertainment, they are trash. Matt Hardy was crowned was a coward getting someone else. That Matt Hardy was a coward getting someone else. Lol, Dave, everyone else in the chat Premier League team would you support if you wasn't a fan of the team you support? I'd probably Brentford or Palace. Yeah, I remember that match. That was a car crash. That was terrible. Which team would I support if I wasn't a Liverpool fan? Leeds. Leeds, my hometown. Simple as. Just because they're my home team. But I supported Liverpool first. I didn't even know Leeds United had a team. Lallana's just had a chance. 37 minutes gone in this game. Not much is going on in this game, to be fair. Needs a goal. Connor says Spurs. What did they ever? So, come on, man. You know as well as I do that somehow Matt is going to lose some of his hair. They would make a slip otherwise. Yeah, but no, Matt Hardy. How do you think he's been booked in AEW? Because I've not felt it. I thought it was better booked in WWE, if I'm being all honest. I don't like his character now. I don't think he's not doing anything for me anymore. This, what is it, rich guy Matt character. But Steve's kind of dropped doing videos on him because there's just nothing there. It's just boring. Broken Woken stuff was great back in TNA days, but it just flatlined after that for me. I refuse to answer that question. I'm Man United till I die. Man City fan would James. Yeah, I thought you had a brain. Well, James, it is Liverpool. In the Scarecrow from Wizard of Oz. Scarecrow from Wizard of Oz. Na, 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 na. If I only had a brain. Da, 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 da. You had me singing Wizard of Oz now. That's not fair. That's not fair at all. We were singing Happy Birthday yesterday. You've got me singing Wizard of Oz today. Matt has gone off the rails. True, I'm pretty sure that Matt is control of his own creative, and that's on him. Yeah, to be honest, I just think he's lacklustre now. I think he's ready for retirement. I just think his character's gone. I think after his concussion last year, I think his character's kind of sadly gone to the wayside a little bit. He's not a main star. He's just not. I don't really think he's getting over Private Party that well, to be honest. I think the problem with AEW right now is that the star power's there, but a lot of wrestlers what were stars last year are now lost in the shuffle. Do fear for Adam Page when he comes back. Quality wrestler, but just look what the quality's there now. Apart from you ever, who's literally missing Adam Page right now? Because we've got CM Punk, we've got Bryan Danielson. They've got a riches of talent now, which is what WWE have done this for. Is that you can sign that person, you can sign that person, you can sign that person. How are you going to find the time to put them on TV? Who are you going to drop? And that's going to be your likes of your Sammy Guevara's, your Jungle Boys, your MJFs. In a year's time, are these guys going to be big stars? Or are we just going to be still talking about ex-WWE guys? Big Money Matt was done better in Impact. More time to shine in Impact, I think, to be fair. 40 minutes has gone. We are still 0-0. Half chances in this game. Really just note to scream about. Talking about control. Who's ready for control? Your narrative with Braun. Is Braun in? Is he Impact? Is that confirmed? I've seen the control your narrative. That's EC3's gimmick, right? Oh, Crystal Palace. The ball whipped in, but nobody on the end of it. Is Bray coming to AEW soon or what? Apparently the rumour is Wednesday. I don't believe it for 1 second. Believe it when you see it. It's easy to make predictions videos or fairy videos without any actual truth because they're just fairies. That's what I'm going to say about that. In fact, Wrestling Dave's going to do a fairy video series. Yeah, I'm going to have some fun with that because I'm just going to make shit up with no facts, you know, because it's a parody. I'm just going to have a weird. We're going to pick a wrestler that nobody cares about. Did you see that? I don't know if you guys seen this, but in a dark match against Austin Theory, we've got Shane Thorne back. He's not Slapjack anymore, but he's wearing like a Crocodile Dundee outfit, so it's Skinner 2.0. Wait till you see him. Wait till he gets approved and on TV. Oh my word. Like a jungle gym. But Shane Thorne. Wow, WWE and the stereotypes. Oh, it's just amazing. I miss Hangman too. I really don't think people realise how much over he was. He was over, or is over, but the shuffle in that pack now. Where do you fit him in? That's the question. Where do you fit him in now? Where does he go? Because he should be straight back in that title picture, in all fairness. That I don't know, just don't know yet. But EC3 does a cinematic pay-per-view. It's on Fight this weekend. Last year it was Matt Cardona. This time it's Adam Scherr, which is aka Braun Strowman, Baron Corbin Law. We're going to have some fun with that draw draft video, which I'm going to film tomorrow. I'm going to have a bit of fun with it. So we'll see what names come out of the cups, where they're going. It'll be quite fun. A little video to do. I've got to film it first before then I do all the editing stuff. So I've put all the pictures and that together afterwards. So that's going to take all day. That is going to be a long, hard job. Did you all hear about Black winning the tag titles with Brody King in some indie promotion? Which one was it, James? That sounds like Evolve to me. Or was it ROH? Hangman is underrated. Don't get the credit he deserves. I think he'd be brilliant in WWE. I really do. I think he'd be better off in WWE. Proper character development. Won't get lost in the shuffle. Imagine the matches against Seth Rollins and your Prince Devitt's, which would be Finn Balor. Yeah, I'd love him in WWE. He's my pick any day of the week. If I could pick one star of AEW to move over to WWE, Hangman Page is the one I'd take tomorrow. I like him. I like his character. I like what he gives. I just think you've got so many really good wrestlers now in AEW. I fear for him. There's loads of out there on it too. Insiders are doing a watch along for it. It's a penalty. We have got a penalty for Palace. Looks a bit dubious. It might go to VAR this. Palace penalty, yes. Connor, yes, we've got a penalty decision. Ooh. Gallagher is the guy down. It did look hefty. Yes, there's a shove. Clear shove, but it's outside of the box. Which one are they giving it for? Because the clear shove is outside the box. But yeah, I thought the shove was more than the actual Trossard tackle. But it has been given a penalty. Penalty has been given. And it's Saha. Ooh la la la. Ooh la la la. Ooh Saha. Getting me writing ready. It's a goal to Salah. Saha. Well. Ex-Man United player. What minute was that in? 46. We'll put 46. Do. Okay, what's just happened to my screen? My screen just went blank then. There we go. It's a hard penalty. Come on, Brighton. It is half time. Goal time 46 seconds. With Dynamite being in Rochester, New York, I hope they announce the tournament for Brody Lee's name. What do you think of the Owen Cup? What is your thoughts on that? Oh, I ain't even changed the scoreline. Hold on, have I? We slip in. So there we go. We're going to change this over while I am thinking about it. As it is officially half time. There we go. So we've got a hard penalty in the 46th minute. We have a goal, guys. Days is loud, Dave. I bet he's screaming. I don't. I've got neighbours. My reactions are not that great, I'm afraid. So, wow, AEW guy, ROH, New Japan tagging together. Nice. Come on, Brighton now, says Connor. He's wanting that extra goal. Unfortunately, right now, I can tell you, but Dylan is going to take the championship. Right at this moment, this scoreline now means that Dylan takes the championship for this month. Oh, yes, I have, Anna. You know what? Good shout. We can change that. Bop. There we go. Me and my eyesight. Tell you, old age, guys. Don't get old. Get smart. There we go. There, we changed it. We're back. Thank you, James Chadwick. You're the legend that you are. Dave, you put it on the wrong one. It's like Dibby. So there we go. A boring first half saved by a last minute penalty. Did you think it was a pen, guys? I thought there was a shove before the initial challenge. There was a hand push. So I think Gallagher was already on his way before the challenge. You fucked up, you fucked up. Let's read that properly, eh? Dave, you fucked up, mate. Have a whiskey. Starting to not like you, James Chadwick. Don't let me get Wrestling Dave out here. Hiya, guys. I can't really do a live stream with Wrestling Dave because literally I can't make my voice squeak on these streams. So we're gonna have to do a video where Wrestling Dave's balls drops. Did Dylan pick 1-0 Palace? No, he's actually no, it wasn't that way because he's gone for Brighton. It's actually James. What would you'd be back in the picture, but you wouldn't win the championship with that point? Yeah, I did get it wrong. James was 2-1. Dylan has 3-2 to Brighton. This game, if we get more goals in the second half, then we're hey. But so far, this game's been drab. I mean, honestly, this game's been saved by that penalty, to be honest. Oh, it's the same as me then. So, Dylan is coming on 24 points. Connor is on 23 points. And James, you're on 22 points. So, if you getting the right result is not going to take you to the championship. You've got to get the exact scoreline. I picked Palace on Days' stream, says William. WTF, sorry, James. Yeah, so the title's going to Dylan so far. So all can change in the second half, though. I'm literally out of the title picture. There's only 3 people that can actually win it. Do you give out a reward for a win? Do I give out a reward? Yeah, you. You know what your reward is? You get a belt. Well, you don't. You get a graphic with your belt on the screen, and in the next stream, well, for the rest of the month, basically your name is going to be on this screen, and you'll be acknowledged as the champion of the month. That's it. You're acknowledged, just like Roman Reigns. You get acknowledgement. That's the biggest reward I can give you, is putting your name on the screen and making you the legit VIP of this channel. What more reward do you want? I can't send you out. Can't do competitions and shit like that anymore. It's not allowed. Dave, you can put whoever he wants. Fuck this game. Dave can put whoever he wants. Fuck this game. Yeah, I'm just going to put it in any box I want. I wanted Brighton to have the goal. I don't think this is a pen. I don't think it's a pen. The challenge is outside of the box first. I think there's a challenge first. What should have been taken into consideration? I think it's a free kick outside the box. Yeah, I think there's a clear and obvious push. I got confused, James. James, what you think 1-1? Connor, no, I've got Palace 2-1. So far, James got a point. That would take you to 23, which is joint level with Connor. But Dylan's just got that little bit of breathing space. So you need the 5 points, basically, James, to win. So that's how it works. Connor gets a point. He draws it level with Dylan. But then, obviously, if he gets the 5 points, he wins. Gregor is a genius. William, your emoji grows every day bigger. Your emoji grows every day bigger. What does that mean? Win or lose, I'm pleased with my score. Oh, he's taken the legendary route. The bigger man is James. Yeah, whatever, I'm just happy to play. That's me, actually. I'm just glad to take a part. You know what? I didn't want to win the first one. Because then, if I'd have won the first one, you'd have gone, you rigged it. It's rigged. It's rigged. How can you be champion of your own stream? Your name's already on it. No, I am glad that somebody else other than me is going to win this first one. You go into the Hall of Fame as well. Every monthly winner will get put into the Hall of Fame till the end of the season, and then we'll have a look and see who's got the most. Simple as that. If anybody new wants to play, I think William said he was wanting to join next week, which is fine. It's a good time to start because it's a new month. If anybody wants to play the predictions game, go watch the prediction video each week and submit your answers into there. It's as simple as that. I do all the work. We did the predictions for Extreme Rules. That was amazing. I thought people did really well. I think there were a lot of people with 5 points. Nobody got 6. So Connor got 5. Edward got 5. So nobody got the maximum, which just makes it better. James, we need VAR. But fuck it, I'm winning it. My PFP grows if you look at it too long. Lol. So tonight is let's have a do. I'm gonna have a look on WWE, see if there's anything else added to tonight's lineup for Raw. We know we're getting Big E, Bobby, Lashley. But what else are we getting? Are we going to get some more doozies, William? Why mine never grows? Why does mine never grow, William? Oh, by the way, Wrestling Dave has got a Twitter account. Go find him, add him. You might have to look for Dave in Fake Life, or just go onto mine and you'll find him from there. But honestly, had Wrestling Dave, because he is going to be around on Twitter having a bit of fun. I think I'm going to use that as my alternative account. So you go and give that guy some all love. Not Wrestling Dave. Yeah, Wrestling Dave is taking over, guys. Becoming a hero. Got video of Miz. Don't know what that's about. This is the one thing I hate about WWE. Terrible for building matches for the shows. I mean, where's the anticipation for tonight's show other than Big E, Lashley? Yeah, that's not a 3-hour show though, WWE, come on. Where's your other matches? Yeah, there's literally nothing here. Just Big E, Bobby Lashley. There's trash. Where's your other matches? Just a lot of footage from last night. Yeah, so that's it. Basically, 3 hours of Raw, according to WWE, is just Bobby and Big E. That's it. That's your show tonight, guys. 3 hours of that. Enjoy. How did I get 5? What in your predictions? Well, you went for them on. You did all right. Sure, it's you. Tattered bit of paper. You went for Usos. You went for Liv Morgan. You got Charlotte Flair right. You went for Damian Priest and you got Roman Reigns. The only one you got wrong was you went for Becky. So that's how you got 5. The only one you got wrong was Becky. You went for Charlotte, so you won. Charlotte won a match. So that's all you needed to know. Lexa is not your female champion. Oh, what did you think of that? R.I.P. Lily. Do we see the end of Lily? I mean, we had Charlie beheaded. Now we had Lily torn apart from her torso. Stuffing everywhere. What was Lexi having in her mouth? Alexa Bliss had clearly a foam tablet. She didn't use it very well. NGL, I cannot fucking wait for this week's Dynamite. What is on Dynamite this week? I'm missing it, I'm working. So I can watch Raw tonight. I'm not bothered about NXT. NXT can do one, I'm not interested. Might watch that replay the day after. Stop up tonight, but NXT, wasting my time. I'm not bought into the new set, I'm not bought into the new guys yet. That needs time for me to get invested in it. I've missed the last 2 weeks and nothing's grabbed me since. Okay, didn't watch Becky. Lol. Yeah, Becky's match ended up in a no contest, so there were no points. Nobody got any points. And you wouldn't have got points anyway because Becky didn't win. So the Crystal Palace fan has just decked it. Flipping fell over. He fell over. Because you probably have a shower one, Connor, not a grower one. Is it Cole and Jungle Boy on Wednesday? That'd be cool. But this is what I'm talking about. Jungle Boy needs to win that match. Personally. Come at me. I had to go, baby. No, Jungle Boy needs to win. Sup? Sup, fam? Shut up, fam. Dave Page tweeted January a few weeks ago, and people thought AEW because Rumble was rumoured to be in February, but it's in January now. So Page at Rumble. Also Bailey teasing a Rumble appearance. Bailey teased a lot this week, saying that she's ready to go. She was at the game in Miami, whatever team's there. She was at an American football game yesterday as well. So she looks like she's getting back to some kind of fitness. Certainly back walking again. Yeah, it's in January. Yeah, Paige could. Tough How do you say your name? Tough I do not even know how to say that. But hi to you, person with the one name I cannot pronounce. Fortra? We'll go for Fortra. Show me how to say your name. There's your challenge there, bud. But shout out to you. Hello. I'm still watching for Bryan Danielson versus Jonathan Gresham. Paige would be an interesting. She said she's not done. Everybody's saying that she's going to AEW. I don't think so. I think her loyalties is still with WWE. Got a substitution for this second half. So Brighton are changing it up. So we are getting ready for this second half. We'll change this graphic over so that people know. I know I haven't got a timer. There ain't got a timer now. If you're watching the game at home, you don't bloody need a timer. The second half, we all need that up a little bit. There we go. The second half. And we've kicked off already into this second half. Palace are clearly 1-0 up. ZSJ was calling out Brian in the G1. Wish that would happen. The forbidden door is wide open right now, so anything like that can happen. I do expect a massive stat card at Wrestle Kingdom in January. That is going to be epic. CM Punk in the Tokyo Dome. Make it happen. CM Punk, Jay White, that would be a match. Book it. Book that match now. Tell me if you do not want to see that match. CM Punk versus Jay White. Forget Kenny Omega. I couldn't give a flying shite about that dude. CM Punk, Jay White. Book it. That is a match I want to see. Dave, WWE is planning B nights next year to be in a stadium. Both nights of Mania, both Saudi shows, Royal Rumble, Money in the Bank, SummerSlam, UK pay-per-view. Apparently WWE is dead. Yeah, 2-night WrestleMania is a thing now. It's definitely that is back next year. WWE are not going anywhere, guys. They've not gone anywhere for 40 odd years. Maybe even more. They've been around since I was born. CM Punk, Daniel Bryan, that's on AEW though. Yeah, I want to see that on AEW, but I want to see Jay White, CM Punk, Tokyo Dome, Wrestle Kingdom next year. That would blow the roof off the joint. That is money. Don't really like CM Punk lot. Yeah, but the G1 is already booked and rolling. Plus, Brian said that he really wanted to go to Japan. Yeah, he's got Bella on he. Is it Nikki Bella? Or is it Brie? One of them. I think it's Nikki in it. I'm sad that we will most likely never get CM Punk versus AJ Styles. Yes, Styles is seeing out his career in WWE, and I don't blame him. He's said that for a long time. I watched on the wrestling channel back when it was on Sky. He did an interview on a program called The Bagpipe Report, and he said there that he'd always look to finish his career at WWE. It's just great money. And he's a big star over there, isn't he? So I can't see him leaving anytime soon. Only dumb pricks say WWE is dead. WWE will always be around. Look, AW have got their opportunities to shine right now. They're fresh to the new kids on the block. I remember ECW when they changed to Extreme Rules. They were the new kids. Their fans were fanatical. We'd riot if John Cena wins and all of that flipping stuff. Seen it all before. Look what happened to them. They folded. Yes, Tony Khan is rich. Well, his dad's rich. Tony Khan is playing with his dad's money, by the way. That could all fall. How long is Tony Khan in the wrestling game? Look at billionaire Ted Turner. He was the same. He came in with his billions. Look what happened to him. Just saying. It's alright now. Well, it's all rosy. It's all fresh. Wait till the decay starts setting in. People start getting bored of your product because you're not delivering fresh, young talent. And it'll happen. If they don't push your likes of Jungle Boy, you don't push your likes of MJF, you don't push the likes of Sammy Guevara, Vicky Starks. These are all guys what are going to be around for the next 10 years. So start the pushes now. Get them in the main event. Stop counting on Jericho. Stop counting on flipping CM Punk and Bryan Danielson. These guys are there to train the young guys up, not to take the spotlight. So, Women Royal Rumble, we're looking at potential Bayley, Paige and two legends. But about the men's, I know, James Ellsworth. Brock is going to be involved in that Rumble. He's got an 8-match clause in his contract, so that'll probably be one of them. If he's not actually wrestling as the champion by then, he'll probably be in the Rumble. Oh, chance for Brighton. Good save by Guetta. Keeps it out. It's a corner to Brighton. Brighton starting this second half brighter than Palace. So 50 minutes have gone. So we're good 5 minutes into this second half. I want to see MJF versus CM Punk. That will happen. That will come sooner rather than later. But I want CM Punk to lose. I want Bryan Danielson to lose to these bright young talents, like Jericho did. Oh, Lalana. Oh, it's deflected. Go, Brighton are knocking on the door, folks. They are coming out all guns blazing. Dave Meltzer gave Bray worst match of the year 2 years ago. Yeah, the fans flipping kicked off big time. When Bray goes to AEW, Bray will get Superstar of the Year, Match of the Year. You know it, because all the Fireflies. God, remember when they got that poor rating? Worst gimmick of last year, wasn't it? And all the Fireflies all kicked off a fuss at Dave Meltzer. You don't know what you're talking about. You had to see wrestling say his first flipping swear word on a live stream. Fuck's sake. Oh, Palace. Oh, good opportunity. It's offside. So, Saha again. I feel that Palace could have took a bigger lead there. MJF isn't that good in the ring though, but the last two matches I gave. It's because it's a Jericho. Get him in there with somebody what can not laboured or slow. I think Jericho's a great talent back in the day. I just don't think he's the same now, which is a shame. I don't want to see this middle-aged guy with his middle-aged spread trying to wrestle still. He's great on the mic as Jericho, but he's not the same as he was in his youth. MJ isn't as, just for that MJF CM Punk promo battle. Yes, the promo would be electric. CM Punk can still go though in a wrestling ring. I hope the AEW announces this Wednesday a Brody Lee Memorial TNT tournament in his memory and have it a yearly thing. Best place to announce it is a Dynamite in Rochester. this is the massive thing. It is in Rochester. It is Brody Lee's hometown. That's why heavily predicting Bray Wyatt shows back up. We keep calling him Bray Wyatt. It is Wyndham Rotunda. He cannot have the Bray Wyatt name. It is WWE owned. So it's Wyndham Rotunda. Unless he brings a new character. I'd like to see him be called Bray Wyndham, so that he can use the Wyndham, Cult of Wyndham, as his cult group. Yeah, the big implications. I do think that gets announced this week. And I think if they can't have him wrestle, there's no reason why he cannot show up on the show. It's a no complete compete clause. You can make appearances. You can't wrestle or sign for the company, but he can show up. He can certainly be there. So what if it's Bray what actually does the announcement? Why is that not a realm of possibility? So Bray comes out in honour of Brody Lee, announces the tournament. We had Bret Hart show us the AEW Championship belt. He don't have been signed for AEW. So yeah, that's how I think they introduce us to Bray. I think he will be there at Wednesday. Not as a wrestler though. We're not going to see him in a wrestling ring. He's going to be there to announce that. Wyndham Wyatt. Yeah. I don't know if Wyatt, the name, is owned by WWE though. Is Wyatt because of the Wyatt family? That's the grey area on that one. I don't know what WWE own and what they don't own. Free kick to Brighton. Saha's on the floor though, but that's been given to Brighton. Eric Redbeard, I would love to see him back. I know that Braun could be going to Impact, but the Cult of Wyndham family would be Redbeard, Bray, and the Black Sheep, Strowman. David Robert Wood, shout out to you, my friend. Hey Dave, do you think win Premiership will be for Man United, Man City, Liverpool, Chelsea top? Who do you think will win the title? At this moment in time, I still think City have got the biggest shout. I want to say Liverpool because I am a Liverpool fan. I'd say City. I think your top four in order would be Man City, Liverpool, Chelsea, Man United in fourth. I think we've seen now that Man United have a weakness. Losing to Villa's not great by any stretch of the imagination. That penalty of Bruno Fernandes, what the fuck? There's still actually that ball's still travelling outside of Old Trafford right now. It's still in the air. It still hasn't come down since Saturday morning, Saturday afternoon, whatever it was. We joke, but I think Man United will fall short. I don't think we'll be crowning Man United as champions. It does. Maybe next year for them. This year, no, absolutely not. Do I think they'll win a cup? They could probably take the FA Cup, if I'm honest. But yeah, they're not winning anything. They're not winning the Premier League this season. So I'd go City, Liverpool, Chelsea, Man United, all qualify for Champions League next season. That's my order. Who's beating Kenny for the title? Who's beating Kenny? If Adam Page comes back soon, then I pick him. He should win the title off of Kenny. What? Wait, you're a Liverpool fan? Let's tuck it down. Whoa, I've never heard of these strange things. How come you're a Liverpool fan? You've never mentioned it before on the stream, Dave. Wait until tomorrow's stream. Then ask me, am I a Liverpool fan? Champions League, baby. Porto, Liverpool. Yes, definitely watching that. I couldn't give a flying shite about the Man City game. The PSG Man City game tomorrow. Not on this channel, baby. It's all Liverpool, Porto. We'll say Dave. Well said, Dave. Thanks for that. No, cool. Yeah, that's what I think anyway. I think City do take it in the end. That defence of theirs is immense. I've got high respect for that. Don't like the money aspect of them, but the football that they play, I've got respect for. I think Liverpool should be there or thereabouts. I think after the Brentford game, our defence just looked a little bit untidy, which that worries me. Worries me a lot. I think Chelsea are still lacking in attack. I think Lukaku is not the answer for them. Tino Werner's just not a good backup. So I think they're going to struggle in scoring their massive goals. And Man United, too many individuals at the moment. There's not enough teamwork for them. So that's the reason why I put it in that order. All I know is that AEW screws up Wyatt. I would be disappointed. See, James, I don't. Point proven. I don't. The thing is with Bray, we all want this Fiend character so desperately badly. I don't care. I want Cult Leader Bray back for a while. I want us to be reintroduced back to that character, what made him as good. Let him do. The thing is, AEW have proven that they're shit at the promo work. The vignettes. They won't, James. Git. Yeah, the Firefly Funhouse just wouldn't work on AEW TV. The waiting room with Britt Baker was pretty good, but that was on Dark. Did anybody ever see that? Because I watched Dark and I loved that. Wish that was a main feature on the main show, but it wasn't. I just don't think you'd get them kind of vignettes from Bray on AEW. I don't think you'd get puppets because it's too sports entertainment, and I just don't think that will work with AEW's format. They're just not going to give that kind of staging. Oh, good goalkeeping. Good bit of defending by Brighton. 60th minute. We still 1-0 to Palace. Brighton have been looking the better team in this second half. Palace are now trying to get that safety net goal. Dave, how do you think United will get on against Villarreal on Wednesday? That's at home. I think Man United win. I think the revenge is there for Man United to win. So there you go, James. I actually predict your boys to win. I actually predicted your boys to win. Bloody Saturday, you let me down. You suck. Where's the belt? Where's the belt? It's not. I'm not going to have it on the stream. I can summon it up at the end. I did forget it, to be honest. That's why I can pull it up at the end. But while game's on, I'm not going to mess around with dragging an image onto the screen. But I will do. We'll crown champion properly. Porto haven't beaten Liverpool in the last 5 meetings in the Champions League, so it'd be very strange if they did now. David Robert Wood says, I agree with Dave. Bray Wyatt would they would want him in AEW. He will go, fair play to him. Yeah, I think AEW's, I mean, I know a lot of people want him in Impact, and I can see why, because he could tell a really good story in Impact, but then who's it? I just don't get the feuds. Yes, Bray versus Moose would be cool, but then who else? I don't like Sami Callihan. I can't stick him. It's just not my kind of wrestler, so I won't be interested in anything that he's doing. I hate to say that. There's just nobody else. Rick Swan, didn't really like him in WWE, if I'm all honest. This just lackluster. I just don't really see it. Brian Myers is alright. Mid-card wrestler for sure. A lot of mid-card wrestlers. Eddie Edwards, don't really get him. He's not really over with me. Yeah, I just struggle with the rest of the roster, to be fair. Ace Austin's alright. He's becoming a big star now. But is he somebody that I would invest my time in? Absolutely not. Yeah, I just struggle with their stars. I wished I didn't. Wished I could get as enthusiastic as the Impact fans in my crowd, like Mystic Chadwick and Ever. It's just something about that show just not gripping me at the moment. Bray, I would have an eye on it. It won't make me watch full time though. It'd be interesting to see what they did with him if he ever went there. But I think he's AEW bound. I think that makes more sense. Bigger crowds each week, big production. Yeah, I just think wrestling in front of a full live audience is gonna make the difference. VRL is a tough team to play against in UEFA Cup final. Proved that. Penalty shootout though, wasn't it? Big final. Different type of pressure on you in a final. David Robert Wood said maybe Christian. Dave, he's a champion in Impact. Yes, Christian. So Christian against Bray Wyatt. Is that money? Is it? Don't forget the views. Over 4 million people their YouTube channel subscribe to watch it. How many are actually watching the TV show though? It's alright being subscribed to YouTube, but what does that mean? Who's watching the channel every week? Who's watching them on the network? That's where the money is for Impact, not YouTube. I get your point though, but I can watch that and I don't even have to be subscribed. That's not money. That's why we got flipping Lana shoved down his throats 2 years ago, is because of fucking YouTube. Not dissing YouTube. Sorry, YouTube. Your stream is now being abandoned. To me, it's what the fans want. 65. Yeah, I want to get behind what is the chat saying. Alright, right, let's fantasy book. AEW, what is the biggest match Bray can have in AEW? What's the biggest match? Then counter that, what is the biggest match in Impact? What's the biggest match in Impact that Bray can have? The biggest feud that he can have? Jot in your answers. I just want to see where we could go with it. That's the thing. Bray's just a unique wrestler, unique character. You need that kind of uniqueness to go up against him. It's only an opinion. And that's all that it is. I'm not going on Twitter going, oh, I hate Impact. I don't hate it. I'm just not in love with it. I know people are in love with it, and I'm not. Would I watch a single match on there? Yes, I would. If I thought it were a match that I would have invested in, I would watch. Make me want to watch is what I keep asking. Make me want to watch. Make me interested as a casual fan. What match would make me want to watch Impact? I'm just waiting for a star to go on there where I'll go, oh, I need to see his match every week. Machine Guns, they're old. I used to watch them in TNA. They were good back then. I'm not saying they're not good now. I mean, Chris Sabin knocking on a bit. Where's Alex Shelley gone? Is he still around in Impact? You didn't like RVD in Impact. Oh, it's because he had his partner with him and it got a little bit... with the booty shaking. Dave, could be a commentary team change in the draft because I remember years ago. Yeah, they'll probably change it up. I can see Michael Cole going back to Raw. Chris Dizuma, shout out to you. Honestly, don't know. Bray and Josh Alexander for the title are trying to take over Decay. Yeah, I'm just Decay. I know they're over with Impact fans, but what do they do for casual fans? Tell me, big up Decay to me. Tell me what they can do. Rosemary, I know what she can do as a solo star. You've got, what is it, Steve Strange? Is it that guy, or Crazy Steve? What's he about? What is he about? Because he's a bit strange or crazy. I don't know. Bigger match: AEW Bray Wyatt versus Kenny Omega. Maybe Impact Christian. Kenny Omega is just. I'm tired of Kenny Omega, to be honest. I don't think he's that great. I thought he was great back in the day. 5 or 6 years ago, he was awesome at Cardiff. Best matches ever, blah, blah, blah. Is he capable of that now? Alex Shelley is defected to MLW. Matt Hardy AEW for continuity purpose with history. Impact moves. Black Taurus, anything with decay. Who's Black Taurus? Sell me Black Taurus. Let's go Manchester City. Shh. Do one ask for an opinion? Lol. Only joking. You mean Motor City Machine Guns? Yes, that's the ones. They were around back in TNA. I remember them when they were young lads. When they were a really good tag team. I loved Beer Money. I loved the old stuff. I do not. How do we use Eck? Total Corner. Total Corners. What's the Total Corners? Can't say your name because your name's just like letters. We're into 70th minute. We'll have a look at the facts. Well, I'm doing nothing. This game's kind of died a death again. We'll have a look at some stats. For Man City, actually, a faction war against Violet by Design would be... Violet by Design, is that... Violet by Design, is that the... Alex... who's that? Is that the Tennille Dashwood stuff? I don't know. I'm so out of the sync with it, Impact at the moment. Feel like it's an ancient thing. Corners. It's 5 to Palace, 4 to Brighton. So there, that's the corner count. Might have just changed. 70th minute. Still 1-0 to Crystal Palace. Roman, in my opinion, is better than Kenny. I'd love to see that. Kenny Omega versus Roman Reigns. Yes, that's a matchup. I mean, shush, no one asked for your opinion, lol. You're having a go at me. Oh, Dave, you're not allowed to have an opinion. Come on, Brighton. Mate, he's back in NWA. I love NWA, just wished I could watch on a regular basis. Trevor Murdoch is your NWA champion. Sink that in. Oh, they've got Smiley Kylie over there as well. I do like her. She's... I watched the Empower pay-per-view. Oh, I love that. All women's wrestling. Give me that on a plate, please. WWE, just do that. AEW, just do that. All women pay-per-views, just do it. Get it on TV. Thank you, brother. No worries. No worries. Glad I could help you. VBD is Eric Young's faction. Alright, Eric Young. Yeah. Joe During, Coney Beaner was Rhino, yeah. But he's got kicked out recently. Rhino, yeah. Used to like him back in ECW. When he was the TV champ. Eric Young, yeah, it's cool. Got underused, didn't he? Kaylee Ray is back on Twitter. Is she back on Twitter? Oh, right, cool. Nice one. I know she lost passion for wrestling and the fans, but were literally horrible to her, which is such a shame. She was Bailey before Bailey. Bless her. She's a good wrestler. I like Kylie Ray. I am impressed with her. I like her gimmick. I like her style. Very sweet-natured wrestler, and I get on board with stuff like that really easily. So they're making me want to watch the matches. Dudley Brother, Beer Money. Dudley Brothers, Beer Money, my favourite. What happened to what was it, Prime Time? guy, what's his name? He was partnered with Daniel Christopher. Daniel Christopher is in Impact again. Christopher Daniels, that's it. Christopher Daniels, right, get his name right, Dave. Christopher Daniels is back in Impact. That's cool. Fallen Angel. Loved him back in the day. Him and AJ Styles, what a flipping feud they had. That was awesome. Right, Braun is joining them. Love dream match for AEW, Sting versus Bray Wyatt. That needs to happen really, really quickly. Well, we know Sting can go still, so yeah, I would love to see that. Need to sign Undertaker just to get that match. Let's just get that match. Frankie Kazarian. Yes, Frankie Kazarian as well. Yes, Frankie Kazarian. He's still in AEW right now, isn't he? Oh, all the trash that I hated about TNA, I did watch. I watched the main event Mafia. I watched the early days when they did the one-off pay-per-view things every week. I watched them on Wrestling Channel. I loved it. Watching a very young AJ Styles. CM Punk were still there. It was just good. The problem was Vince Russo and the old car crash of Dixie Carter. Dixie Carter was trash. What was that woman thinking? And then Hulk Hogan, you had Eric Bischoff, you had all of that crap all happen at once. Oh man, they just ruined it. Poor old Billy Corgan went in, tried to save it, salvage something, couldn't do it, forced out by Dixie Carter. And then obviously he went on to get NWA and brought them back to tuition. So it's just madness. I think the problem with Impact is that they're still in the mud. They're still living under the shadow of how TNA was. I remember I never knew Seth Rollins was about to sign for TNA before he signed with WWE. Was at ROH, wasn't he? Fun fact, Seth was at ROH. I think he was the ROH champion at one point. What was his name? Something Black. I think his last name was Black. Yeah, he was definitely at ROH before he signed for NXT. Yeah, but TNA would have really, I don't know what they'd have done with him. But look at the stars that TNA actually had. Jeff Hardy, unfortunately, was just on his drugs and drink mission at that point. But yeah, he had AJ Styles, Kurt Angle for a time. Oh, Palace, ball is out, and he's missed it. And that was Jordan Ayew. He's put it wide. Palace so close to making it 2-0. Tyler Black, yes. And it was Black. Yes, back in his ROH days. ROH, what a company they are. You've got to think of the wrestlers that they've had over the years. Bryan Danielson, CM Punk, Samoa Joe. Oh, they had Undisputed Era before they were Undisputed Era. They had Shayna Baszler. They brought her through, which is amazing. Just think of the talent that they had. Adam Cole Bay was with them. Yeah, so much. You got to give credit. And you know, they've still got the Briscoe brothers. They've never left. Wouldn't WWE or AEW love to sign them two lads? But they ain't going nowhere. The Briscoes. Aces of Eights was good in Impact, Dave. Yeah, until the reveal. You know what? The thing about them, they were okay before the big reveal. The problem is, then they started revealing each member. They just got shitter and shitter. Yes, that was Kennedy. Mr. Anderson, Mr. Kennedy. Kennedy. Yes, Mr. Money in the Bank until he failed a wellness policy at WWE. and was going to be Vince McMahon's illegitimate son. But then they gave it to Hornswoggle. Lol, AEW couldn't handle the Briscoes. The Briscoes are cool. I don't really watch ROH, but I know them. They've been around for years in that company, and they've never left. They've just stayed faithful with that promotion. They've had offers to go to WWE, rejected them every time. Got to respect that. Black Randy Savage, that's Black Machismo, that is Jay Lethal. Also does a mean ass Ric Flair impression. Remember that back in the day in TNA? Oh yeah. Elizabeth, I'm gonna get him now. I love Randy Savage as a kid. What? Even as the heel, I still love that guy. The madness. But yeah, Black Machismo, which were Jay Lethal. Good wrestler, Jay Lethal. Surprised WWE haven't forced him. I haven't tried to sign him. Imagine that, getting him. Matt Striker, when they had him, they ruined that character as well. He could do a mean ass Randy Savage impersonation. This game is going into the last 10 minutes, and Dylan looks like is going to be the monthly prediction champion. Connor, you need a goal, bruv. You need Brighton to sneak a draw for you to take the title. Oh, it's so tense. The final 10 minutes. What is going to happen in this game? How the fuck was I allowed to do that? How was he allowed to do that? Mark and Jay Briscoe versus Santana and Ortiz would be fucking insane. It would. Unfortunately, the forbidden door isn't open to ROH stars. I'd like to think that eventually the Von Erichs would get an opportunity on to leave MLW. That would be flipping amazing. If they got an opportunity, the young lads as well, so there's plenty of time for them. But Briscoe's literally that ROH scene, they own it big time. One of the best tag teams on the independent circuit. Well, it's not signed for an absolute major promotion. Not underlining ROH, they have been around for years, but when I talk about major promotions, I'm talking about the big TV deals. Like AEW and WWE. Well done, Dylan. It looks... No, this game's not over yet, Connor. 9 minutes. Anything can happen in 9 minutes. It only takes a second to score a goal. Brian Clough's most famous quote in football. Only takes a second to score a goal. It's not over yet. Brighton are trying their best. This game has not been a classic by any stretch of the imagination. Dave, I've got 55 goals for my school in one season, 55 in the league, and the league's top scorer, and I am 4-time player of the year. No cap. I have proof, so I was a baller. Absolutely legendary. Edward Brown, shout out to you. That's awesome to hear. Playing the under fives is just not the same. I am only kidding, but that's a great achievement. Well done. Dave, it's not Sahar, it's that. Oh, God, have I spelt his name wrong? You know, why is it took that long for somebody to say something? You know what, I'm now just moving stuff around. You know what, you've just let me go this long. Yeah, his name, is it right? That is it Zaha? Yeah, I think it is. There we go. We changed it. Come on, Jade Chadwick, why don't you tell me what's going on? Brighton won't score now, lol. Yeah, you're right. Me. We put Zaha because he's a new player. Oh, we're botching all over the place, guys. I wanted to call him Zaha. Says the same thing in retrospect. 83 minutes gone of this rather dull, boring game. It has been pants, guys. I'm not going to lie, it's not been a classic. Dodgy arse penalty in the last minutes of the first half. Yeah, there's a yellow card for Gallagher. Oh, it's pretty dirty. Dave, it's not Zaha, it's Zaha. No, why didn't anybody else tell me? It's been like that for 40 odd minutes. Rampage got, well, what would, you know what, that's not a bad, that's proper low, isn't it? You know what, Rampage just isn't doing it. You're going on after SmackDown. What did SmackDown get? I would have thought SmackDown would have got about at least 2 mil. If not far off, they usually do. Total corners, you asking again? Oh my god. Got a mission here. Total corners. Have you got a bet on, bud? I think you've got a bet on, haven't you? You betting, dude? It is 5-5 on corners. 5-5. How's your bet looking? How much do you get? What is the actual bet? Because you sound like a betting dude. You sound like you're betting. So it's 5-5. I got a penalty. He got a yellow card, lol. Other dream match I would love to see AEW 2 year was CM Punk. Oh, Y2J CM Punk. It's got to happen sooner rather than later. It's got to happen this year. No idea what SmackDown got. Yeah, well, obviously that's where you'd look at how bad Rampage has done, because obviously that's before Rampage. Surprised wrestling fans are not switching over. I don't get it. If you were a wrestling fan and you knew he had 2 major shows, well, technically, just getting an extra hour, I'd go for it. Yes, I have won a total 9. One total 9 over, so you've gone for more than 9 corners in a game. Cool, bud. Happy days, dude. Well done to you. That's right, Dave. Yeah, it needs to happen this year. If Y2J is going to face CM Punk, it's same with Sting. There's only a matter of time before these guys get crook or are out for good. So them kind of dream matches need to happen quick as. And it could happen. CM Punk, Sting, CM Punk, Chris Jericho, easily done. My dream match is Marco Stunt versus Big Show. That's my dream match in AEW. Come on, Tony, book it. Marco Stunt versus Big Show. Come on, who doesn't want to see that matchup? Come on. It'd be like Hornswoggle versus the Great Khali. You know it makes sense. Brighton have got a chance now. They've got 4 minutes to salvage a point out of this game. Connor's saying, come on, Brighton. Brighton have been a great team so far this season. This has been a really poor performance by them. 2.3 million. Wow, an AEW Rampage got that. That is scandalous. What has happened? If 2.3 million people have tuned into wrestling on a Friday night, an extra hour of wrestling and a different company, you'd switch over. I would. If I were in America, because I can't do it in this country, basically, because I have my daughter the next day anyway. So I have an excuse. I got to bed at 3 o'clock. If I got to bed at 4 o'clock, I'm going to be super shattered. So I got to bed at 3 after SmackDown. But if we're in America and that was at just 11 o'clock, you stay up. You'd watch. Why wouldn't you? You're a wrestling fan. You've stayed for 2 hours to watch SmackDown. Well, what's an extra hour of watching Rampage? That's pretty poor. That's a poor show for AEW. That just the kind of impact figures. You've probably even less than what Impact get on a weekly basis. What is the actual average of the Impact Wrestling every week, James Chadwick? I'm sure you are in the know. Pop it in. Is Rampage on the same par as Impact, or is Impact better with the viewage? I need Brighton to score and Palace to score, and they ain't gonna happen. Rampage was 2 hours as well. Yeah, I'd like to see what the demo was for the first hour to the second hour. Yeah, think. Because you're looking at it finishing at 1 o'clock in the morning, aren't you, US time? Yeah, I'd like to see what the demo was for the first hour to the second hour. Because I think a lot of people would have tuned out for after the first hour. Brighton. 88th minute, literally 2 minutes left of normal time. This game has been whack. No idea. No one releases impact ratings. They don't want to. Yeah, I don't think Dave Meltzer or Brian Alvarez gives a shite about them, to be fair. Which is a shame. They're wrestling puddy pundits. What happens if you have a 5-star quality match? I did see the one match what I did enjoy out of Impact back in probably last year maybe was the 60-minute Iron Woman match, the Dana Peraza Jordan Grace. But that was really cool. That was a barnstormer of a match. Really enjoyed that. I love female wrestling. I'm a sucker for it. I think the women have got me more intrigued than the guys at the moment, and it's not for pervy nature. I just think the women do it better. Charlotte Flair, Sasha Banks, the steel cage match. Bayley, when she's on fire, can really deliver. I enjoyed that Charlotte Flair Alexa match last night. I thought they did a fantastic job. Bit bummed out that they went to the killing of a doll again. Meltzer and Alvarez are only fans of AEW and New Japan. I wish this to stop. This silly thing about 5 minutes had been added on. 5 minutes to salvage a victory here, Connor. Doesn't look like it's going to happen. Looks like Dylan is taking the championship. Me and Dylan, I think I was getting points. 2 people. Austin gets a point. James gets a point for this game. But Dylan takes the championship. He don't get a point, but you just take the title. So you'll take in 24 points. So nearest challenger would be Connor and James. So being a joint runner-up, it's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing at all. I'm third. Of course I am. Joint third with Austin. No, Austin's on 15. Connor doesn't get anything because he went for Brighton. And neither does a deal. So we all go again on the predictions next week. Thursday, I think the predictions video for the Premier League will be out. Obviously we're live streaming on the Friday, which is part 5, Nightmare on Elm Street. So get excited for that. They're trying, still knocking on the door of Brighton. But sadly, the chances have come far and few in this game. So, for Palace fans who are watching, shout out to you guys. You've done fantastic. The fans supporting the stadium. Always a good place, this. Patrick Vieira, Arsenal and France, a legend. Three minutes to see out for Palace. Brighton have whipped the ball up. Connor could take a famous victory. Oh, that looked a bit tasty. Lol. Gregor. Decent ball in is what Brighton need. Well, ball is whipped in. Oh, goalkeeper parries it out. Looks like he took a knock. Brighton getting a free kick, I think. Zaha doesn't look happy, but the goalkeeper's down. Shoulder. Ball's whipped in nice. He's got a right to go for it as the Brighton player. His eyes on the ball, not on the goalkeeper. To give a free kick for that is a bit much. And they have to give a free kick. I don't agree with that. My feet is a bit unrested. Raw was a 1.8 million rating. Being last week, obviously, we're up against Monday Night Football in the US, so I'm not surprised if it was really low. Related, everyone's seen. You know what? I haven't seen the Venom trailer yet. I've seen a Venom trailer. I've not seen anything updated. You know what? And Connor's taken it. Oh my God, Connor! Scenes. Connor Clay with a famous victory. Connor Clay, shout out to you, my friend. He's stolen it. Brighton have pulled it level. Connor is happy. The goal is to Mapai. So I'm going to have to disappear. Well, it won't disappear for you guys, but it does to me. So I have to write this in. Oh my God, dying minutes of the game. And we've got a Mapai. I don't know if I'm going to spell this guy's name right. Yeah, I think that's right. And he scored in 90. Where's the plus? Where is that plus button? +5. There we go. This prediction game has had a shock ending. As the game has come to the end, Connor Clay is the prediction game monthly champion. And I'm moving myself around here. 1-1 draw, final score. Goal in the last minutes of the first half, goal in the last minutes of the second. And we were bored all the way through. So yes, prediction champion Connor. So the next stream, which is tomorrow, Connor, you will be added to the trophy thing. I might even pull it up now. Might get it now and replace it, the cup, with that. Full time, congratulations, Connor, congrats, yes, 5 points on the final game, 5 points, sink that in. So Connor ends up with 28 points, shout out to you, my friend. Now, that was Fergie time, yeah, Connor's gone in Fergie time. So let me just pull this image up and then we'll sort something out. This doesn't show to you, so this is just me disappearing for a little second. So yeah, you can still see me. I can't see you, but you can see me. Where is that trophy? Where is the belt? Where is the belt? There we are. You'll be able to see it now on the screen. There we go. So well, I need to put it somewhere so it'll go here. Let's enlarge it. It will have a place, I think, up here when you'll see the next stream. Oh, I've moved out of the box. What's going on? Right, so text. Give me a moment again. Sorting this out for Connor, who is a legend. The inaugural champion. First monthly champion. Connor Clay. There we go. There's the name. Connor is your prediction monthly champion. Nice work, Connor. Shout out to Ever. I wasn't expecting this. Thank you, everybody. Congratulations, everybody who played. Yes, we go again next week. We're in a new month, in the month of October. So Connor is the September champion. Shout out to you. Your name is going to be highlighted for the month on this channel. Move this down now. We'll shorten this actually. Look at that little cup. You can't ever do that properly, so we'll stick it there. There we go. Changing things on stream as you do. Fair play. Connor says David Robert. David Robert, do you want to play the predictions game? Watch the predictions video on Thursday. Put your football predictions in, and you too can be a part of this predictions game. Totally easy to play. You put your predictions on the scores, get 1 point for the result. So like this result, if you'd have gone for a draw, you got a point. If you get the correct score like Connor did, which was 1-1, you get 5 points. So if you want to play, look out for the predictions video on Thursday. Join in. It's just good fun. As you can see now, we've got 7 players so far. Always willing to add more. So you could too have your name on the screen, just like Connor has. What did I finish? You came third. So how it's run, I'll just refresh this. So I can give you a full result. So Connor's on 28 points, Dylan's on 24, James, you are on 22. I got a point, so I finish on 18. Austin got a point, so he's on. So this is the table. Connor, first place. Second place is Dylan. James, you finished third. I finished fourth. Edward finished fifth. Austin finished sixth. And Adil finished bottom at number 7. So we all go again. You've got to remember that Edward and Adil missed the first week. So their scores were heavily affected by missing a week. So they did really well, to be fair. Especially Edward. Liverpool still top. Dave, they will beat No Striker City. We are live for that game on Sunday, so if you enjoy Liverpool tomorrow, Liverpool tomorrow, we are back on Sunday for another Liverpool game, back-to-back Liverpool games. I am definitely down for the Liverpool Man City game. We are doing it really early, so but it's early for you guys in America. It's not so early for us in the UK, but it'd be an early start for you guys in the US. because it's 4 p.m. kickoff here in the 4:30 kickoff here in the UK. So what does that equate to? About 11:30 in the US, I think, somewhere around about that time. So really early. By the way, I'm career mode on FIFA. Mapai scored against me in the 92nd minute, well, to make it 2-2, and it's cost me the title. No, Mapai did it again. Cost Dylan. Dylan's like that now through Mapai. What the fuck I have done bad. No, you missed a week. That's all I can say to you, Edward. If you'd have played the first week, same with the deal. Could have been different. Could have been you up here, but it's not. Unfortunately, you go again next week. Keep going until you win. Jesus, it's good. It's a good Jesus. Jesus. I want to call him Jesus because it says Jesus, but it's Jesus. He's a good striker, but he's no Aguero. Strangely enough, he's got a good record against Liverpool when he's played against us. Fun fact. So it's be interesting. Yeah, it's just an interesting game. And like I said before, Man City's defence is the key for them. It's got a really strong midfield as well with Grealish. It'd be interesting battle, Endo versus Grealish, if that's the pairing they go with. Excited for that game. Can't deny it, so we'll be back for that. We are back tomorrow for Porto Liverpool Champions League. So I'm going to set that stream up literally once we've parted ways with this stream. Jesus only scores because of divine intervention. Is Dad helping him out? He should be barred from playing football. Because it's like Maradona, isn't he? And the hand of God. No one taking mine title. Just kidding. No one's taking my title. You bring it. You bringing it. You bring it. Next month, you've got a target on your back, son. You've got a target directly on you, man. Everybody's gunning for you now, Connor. Are you ready, boy? Because we're all wanting your title, son. So you best be in your A game for future predictions. Oh, this could be just a flash in the pan. James, you played FIFA 22 yet, as people are playing it early? There's a lot of people have early access, don't they? I'm not buying that game. I'm not interested. I don't even play FIFA 21 anymore. I've got it. I've got FIFA 20, FIFA 21. Just don't play them. Diego C. Palace, shout out to you. Unbelievable. I'm fuming. Just leaving Sellers. Oh, were you at the game? Oh, man. What is... Right, we're going to get a live report now from Diego C. Palace because I want to know, what was the game like for you? Because to be quite honest, for us, it felt boring. The goals came in the last minutes of the first half, a goal at the last minute of the second half. What was the game like when you were in the stadium? Because it was not great for us. Not at all. The game only came alive at the end of both halves. So please, live report. Edward, nope, I'm still 3 days away to get it downloaded. God, it takes that long to download games. Fucking bring it on. That goal was lucky, lol. Dylan says, Dave, who do you think is going in the main roster? Draft NXT, drop in NXT for the main roster. There's only 2 picks. There's only 2 people, what I think is clear. And that is Dakota Kai and Austin Theory. They're the only 2 what I think will come up from NXT. I think they've been doing amazing work on the dark matches on both SmackDown and Raw. Dakota Kai is getting a lot of heat right now. I've seen on Twitter getting called a bully. I can see her definitely getting promoted to the main roster. Same with Austin Theory. So they're my 2 picks. I don't think there's room for anybody else. I think a lot of people are into storylines massively right now. Be interesting though. I think they're the two what I'd put my money on being on the main roster from NXT. I'm buying. I am buying it. I would, but I just don't have time to play. Doing streams, doing videos, I just don't have time. Well, gents, you guys enjoy Raw tonight with Days. I am going to pass. I'm not going to get burned by booking it. Shout out to you, Ever. No problem. I'm sure you won't miss anything. Big E versus Bobby Lashley is the only match what's been scheduled for tonight's show. I'm sure we'll get bits from Alexa as well. Just to guess. More New Day stuff. Yeah, you're just going to get it full of that kind of stuff. So I don't think you're going to miss much. Just watch out for YouTube and the highlights the next morning. Literally what I do if I miss the show. So shout out to Ever. You're just missing lots of wrestling. Which is fair play. Fair play. If WWE is not for you, then fair play to you. Finn Balor drafted to Raw. I could see that. I could see that as well. Yeah, I can see that. Do you think Newcastle are going to win this season? Yes, you will win. A game. Only the one. You should do. You should get a victory at some point. I can't see why not. Connor. Can't see why not. Every dog has their day. You want predictions, boy? Well, that's it, guys. We are going to wrap this stream up. I want to get some food and get ready for Raw. Try and get some rest before that show starts. Yeah, I'm from here on out. I'm just watching clips. Don't blame you. Do you not see anyone dropping to NXT? They don't need to. I don't think they need to. I think NXT now have got all the stars they need. They've got a lot of young talent down there. Possibly Dominic Mysterio could do with going down. Don't think he's main roster ready. I'm with Days with that. I don't think he's main roster ready at all. He needs to go down to NXT and earn his right of passage. I'm telling you now that Bobby goes to SmackDown and beats Roman. You told me, Edward. You told me. That's me told, guys. We've been told Edward is the guy for that. But I am saying, oh, bye-bye. Yeah, it's bye-bye for now. It is, literally. I need to rest this voice. We've got another football stream tomorrow what I'm going to set up directly after this one. So, yeah. Final thoughts time. What did you think of the game? What do you think of Raw tonight? Just throw in the final bits and then we're wrapping up. It's the wrap, baby. I mean, I thought, like I said, waiting for Diego, to be honest, if he can answer that question that I asked him. So I thought the game was pretty boring. Nothing major to talk about, but Mapai with that goal at the end was really good. Connor totally agrees. See you later, thank you, says Connor. Shout out to you, my friend. It was okay, football. Robert David Wood, shout out. I think Connor cheated, that's my fault. Just how? Personally, I'm looking forward to what you do anyway, James. I know you do. My opinion on Raw, it's not the show. It's the how long it is. 3 hours is too long for a freaking show. The game was dull, to be honest. It was. The game was a shit show. I'm sorry to say it, but it's just bad football. Thought the result was fair. Could have been easily a 0-0 draw, to be honest. That's how the game was. Same, bud. I hope that Priest will get a challenger for the US title. And the game was okay too. Edward, I am not that king, you know. Ben Russell, alright. How are you doing, mate? We are wrapping up this stream, unfortunately, bud. I was a new face, and then I'm going, oh, bye. But shout out to you, bud. How you doing? What did you think of the game you've been watching? So, Ben Russell's regular on Wrestling Days' channel. Recognised the name. We can go for a couple more minutes, I think. Not wrap it up yet. See what you guys think. Question for you. Obviously, we're doing the Nightmare on Elm Street watch-alongs. What other films are you dying for us to do a watch-along for on this channel? Pop it in the chat. Let's have some opinions, and I'll write them down. We'll put them in a poll, and once we finish Nightmare on Elm Street, these will be put in a poll, and we'll whack them on my Twitter. I don't think Raw have got the superstar to SmackDown. They need drafted this week. Raw needs a refresh. It needs a refresh. I don't. Yeah, doesn't it? You've got Drew McIntyre. You've got Big E. You've got Sheamus. I think what WWE are going to try and do, and this, I'm not surprised they haven't done this already. I think you're going to get stars show up from each show. So like Drew McIntyre's, Sheamus, Roman Reigns. That the original one. Connor. Well, I'll put OG original because there's like a reboot of that as well. Halloween we've already done. Halloween's been done on the channel. David Robert Wood. Unless you're talking about one of the new ones, the Rob Zombie one. But we've done the original already. Spider-Man with Tobey Maguire. Or The Last Boy Scout. Spider-Man I'll put in. Sam Raimi's Spider-Man. Just put Sam because I know what that'll mean. Like I say, Halloween, the original, has already been done on the channel. We did that. That was the first major movie watch along. So if you want to go and check that out, David Robert Wood, it's already on the channel. So go and watch the movie and you can watch me talk about it. Anyone. Anyone. Just any. Batman. Which Batman? The original. The Michael Keaton Batman. Batman Forever. Batman Begins. Batman. Which one? The first one? Just because Batman's just like very specific. The first one. Dark Knight. I love Dark Knight. I'd do a Dark Knight watch along. Just love that movie. I would watch that any day. So let me know which Batman. But I'll put it down. Dark Knight. Yes, cool. That's cool. Harley would be happy at that as well. He loves that film. So I've got three. One more. And then I'll put it out on a poll and see what people think. But yeah, one more. Because you can do four. Four in a poll. Arkham Asylum. Yes, that's a computer game, Connor. Die Hard 1, Die Hard 2, Die Hard We Have Vengeance, Die Hard Part 5. Just all the Die Hards. We'll do Die Hard. Right, we've got the list. So once we've done with the Nightmare on Elm Streets, which is not going to be long. In fact, I can throw one of these in. We've got an international break coming up in 2 weeks. So there's plenty of time to do streams. We can throw in the odd one in between the Nightmare on Elm Street films. Just to even it out a little bit. So this will go up on Twitter. I don't know when, probably tomorrow. So the list is Friday the 13th. We'll go with the original. Might change that. Rambo. We're going to keep with this list now, I think. Spider-Man, Sam Raimi's Spider-Man. Batman, Dark Knight. I've put Dark Angel. Why have I put bloody Dark Angel for? Man, I'm losing it. Put my daughter's name. It's fine. Dark Knight and Die Hard. We'll go with Die Hard because it's the best one. But yeah, cool. Cool AF. So that could be interesting. Yeah, because international, I don't do the international games. I'd rather not bother. I couldn't care less. We'll do the time when I'll do international football if it's like a tournament, Europe, the European Championships, what we've just done, the World Cup. We'll do games for that for sure. But as far as the qualification games, England's qualified, so I'm not bothered about them. The next game's Andorra anyway. Who cares? It's no game. It's just rubbish. I will be all the Die Hard. Die Hard's are cool. They're on the Disney Plus channel as well. If you've got Disney Plus, all the Die Hard films are on there. Fun fact. It all wins. Die Hards are cool. Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker! Love that line. Absolutely love that line. Right then, guys, this is actually official now. Dave is going. It's time to finish. Time to finish the stream. Dave died. We have vengeance. It's best. No, it isn't. No, it isn't. You cannot beat the first one in Die Hard. I'm sorry. I hate to disagree. What are we doing about the predictions? What do you mean? What, for the international? We'll put a poll out about that. That poll will probably go out first. We've got 2 weeks to decide that, to be fair. So we can talk about that tomorrow night if you want. Yeah, international football. Do you do predictions for that? Or do we pick something else? I need to have a look at what's on that weekend. Maybe we have an Impact pay-per-view. When's Bound for Glory? Is that next weekend? If that's next week and we'll do predictions for Bound for Glory, that'd be cool. It forced me to look at Bound for Glory or something. That could be quite fun. Shadows, what is the lineup for next weekend, bud? See you soon, Omi. He's going. James is just off. He's like, nah, I'm not answering that question, bud. Oh. Just wait to see what James, see you, buddy. Bird. Right, anyway, we're gonna go. I'm gonna go. Because I'm done. I need a wee. I generally need a wee. I can feel it. No, you really wanted to know that, but I'd love to share. Because we share, it's a sharing community. So shout outs to Edward Brown, David Robert Wood, Connor, James the Gilligaff, Chadwick, everybody else. If you're lurking in the background, shout out to you. Because you should just pop in the chat anytime. Even if I can't read your name, just pop in. No, I don't know Impact. I'd help you out, Connor. Dave, can I DM you more films for the poll? Yeah, we can. Yeah, of course you can, bud. Yeah, we'll put stuff out there. Bound for Glory is not until October 25th. Oh, it's a mile away then. It's a mile away. So I don't think there's any pay-per-views this week, that weekend. Which would be the weekend of the 11th, I think. We'll have a look, see what UFC might do something with that. Don't know. No, you're welcome, David Robert Wood. Thank you for stopping by. Everybody what stopped by in these streams, thank you so much, very much appreciated. You make football great for me to watch. I wouldn't have watched this game normally. I would have missed it because I won't give a flying shit. But you made me watch football, so that's cool. Dave, what about UFC? We could do a UFC one. Yeah, I could do I'll do a video on it. I don't know much about UFC, but I will try my best. I might watch some other people and then nick their ideas. So that could be quite cool. That video could be quite awesome. Depends what boxing, Edward. Is there any boxing? What boxing? I'm not a massive boxing fan, so I couldn't even tell you if there were a pay-per-view that weekend. We'll have a look at it. I'll have a look at it, see what's around that weekend. I'm sure we'll find something to get our teeth into. UFC is probably the best one, in all fairness. Be nice, and it would make it easy for like Austin, who can just put his predictions in from that game to this one. Like, yeah, that's easy. That's easy. You can just have that one, Dave. So yeah, we are wrapping it up. Is that what Days does? Yeah, it is. But we will only do it for 1 week only. We'll only do it as a stopgap. We're not taking over his little reign. Have a right shout to you. Bye, buddy. Enjoy your rest. Enjoy family time, whatever you plan to do this evening other than watching Raw. So enjoy your time. You Banks Jr. next week, is it? Well, we're not doing this weekend, obviously, because that's football. It's the weekend after. So whatever, we'll have a look. I'll find something. Don't worry about it. So yeah, we are back tomorrow. I'm going to set this stream up for that game for tomorrow. So we're back for Porto Liverpool. So I'll see you all tomorrow. Same bat time, same bat channel. Dave in Real Life signing out. So I've been Dave in Real Life. You've been awesome. And remember to always keep it real. Let's get it right. Until the next time.